Alrighty. Last time, you guys headed northwards, going after the final location noted on your maps and in your notes. With the final lab in the ground beneath your feet, you entered into a rather large facility. Hounded by constructs, beasts, and humanoids alike, you have made your way to the first level basement area of the laboratory. Finding several bunks, you definitely know that this place has been used rather recently, as there are signs of not exactly a struggle, but a trying to get out of here kind of moods. It seems you'd only been late to possibly an hour or less from looking at the scraps of paper across the floor. Gathering up some items along the way, you ended up at this oval room that had several vats with green, translucent liquids. Inside, you can barely make out the visages of creatures floating inside of it. As you came into
What happened
this
to my vision?
room, I don't know.
Maybe it's moving itself, it's alright.
Coming to this room, you found there were reinforced windows and doors towards the south, behind which were some people on consoles. It seems that they were expecting you, at least to some point, and as you tried, or at least Crom tried to break his way in, he wasn't able to break the glass or the doors, but he was able to start off the encounter. The vats were evacuated of their contents, both the liquid and the creatures inside, as the creatures attacked your party one after another. You're unsure if they were testing you with what there was there or trying to stop your advancements, but either way, you were able to get past their gauntlet of humanoids and monsters. The last one making a remark to your group, seemingly still sentient and able to speak. With the final creature slain, or at least to the point where he's not going to get up anytime soon, the doors to the south had slightly demonic red runes go across it inside of a pentagram. This seemingly caused them to open wide, and the people inside open to your means. With this, Crom made his way inside and begun his slaughtering arc as he killed the unarmed scientists, as well as what seemed to be somebody within the Kine military. Talking with them, you also was reaffirmed that the test subjects were all volunteers, and that a lot of what they were doing to leave was due to your presence here. After killing them, you went across the computers. Sadly, none of them connected to the lower levels, where you have been told the Broodmother is located. However, with the crystals within the consoles, you were able to access some of the last messages that these people had sent, possibly just before you came here. Along with that, as Clark moved one of the scientist bodies, an emergency broadcast went across their link pearl, seemingly describing another camp related to the Kine Kingdom being overrun, and the person giving said transmission being attacked and most likely killed by another explosion. And we ended off last session as everyone was trying to recover from the most recent events and moving on through to the lower levels. So we shall continue from there. The lighting should also be fixed.
Just to clarify, sorry, so these guys said they were all volunteers, right? But, was it not Udra? What's her name?
Udra's the hunter.
Uvira?
And
No. Uvira. The scientist we found in the cave?
The Riverbound Cave, yeah.
Yeah. She was saying that some of them were, like, most of them were volunteers, but some of them were forced, right? Towards the end of it.
Started out as volunteers, but as
Yeah.
they started, their timeline became more tight. They started using forced labor, I suppose.
Alright.
The way to put it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I remember the same thing, yeah.
And Vera also said that there were different sides of the scientists, one accepting that they would do the enforced experiments, whereas others did not agree with it. Vera was on the side of not agreeing with that.
Yeah, there was a split in them, like from a back perspective. Okay. Alrighty. So this ain't gonna get better standing around here. Let's go.
Hi. Is this another door up ahead? And
It is indeed another door up ahead.
Is this like a locker room?
No, this seems to be... Those are sofas, not lockers. I know it's a weird design. I think
Okay.
that there's like the legs underneath. But it looks like it's just some sort of waiting room. Or possibly just say, yeah, it's a very small staff room for people just to sit around on break.
Fair enough. Clark will check if the door is unlocked.
It is unlocked.
She will open it.
Opening up the door leads into a rather cramped hallway leading into a staircase going down.
Looks like it's only down from here.
Hold up, Clark. Let's check these lockers out and see if we can find
They're
them.
not
Sofas.
lockers, they're sofas.
They really look like lockers.
They're meant to be sofas.
Alright, cool.
Maybe one of them has an open door.
Maybe it's one of
a
those
crooked
like.
leg.
Sure.
Is it like those sofas that have like a little storage space under the bottom?
Yeah,
A
sure,
little
we'll go with
drawer.
that.
Come on then, we got these sages to fucking deal with now.
Oh, hello.
Making your way down the staircase, the light continues to be rather dim up ahead, as I've now copied over to me twice. Oh no, I've just broken you. One second, I'll draw you back in. As you find yourself in, you would have first thought possibly a kitchen of sorts, but instead the containers are seemingly containing materials used for some sort of experiment. As towards the eastern wall, you see two rather large machineries set up with several wires, vats, and tables, in front of which are two other greyly skinned individuals whose saliva drips to the floor as they look towards you.
Good start. Good start.
I'd rather have it there than on something important.
And first up's going to be Mentha.
Oh boy, my favorite time. I'm gonna have to move in because I can't see anything. Oh, hello.
You are a small creature, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so these tables would provide total cover.
Amazing.
What's your acrobatics like?
Acrobatics pretty good. I'm a nimble little guy. Uh, if I move all the way up here, can I like peek around the corner to be able to aim at this guy without cover?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm just shoot it with my staff. Watch out. Oh, can we knowledge these guys?
These are the same creatures as you fought upstairs. I don't know if you got anything for these ones. Do you have a companion? Yes, you do.
Yeah, what can we do?
These are ghouls.
Okay. Okay.
And that'll go to Crom.
Can I move through these guys, or is it not possible?
You can move past Clark, yeah.
I'll get to there. That's 15. Okay. I can't go to like the edge of the table. I take it they're not a no-go. Okay, yeah, I should have enough movement for that. So it's 15 down here and 25 to here. So it would have been. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. Which one did you try and hit, Mentha?
They hit the north one.
The north
This
one.
guy.
I'll attempt to whack the north one. When I'm on the right page for my attacks. There we go. Okay.
Start off very well as the mud makes that thing much slower, apparently. As you bring down your axe and it cleaves straight through that ghoul.
Alrighty. I'm just making sure there's no buff songs. I don't think I have any. There aren't. No, that's. Yeah, that's as it is. That's me done.
Lark.
Clark will follow up on Crom's lead. And attack.
Following the lead indeed, as you move in swiftly for a rather large gash into that ghoul. However, they still stand.
Nice.
The ghoul retaliates against the one that hit it. However, as it tries to attack Clark, its arms just slop off of its body to the floor. And she dealt so much damage you made him fumble. Demir.
Well, the mirror would not have his staff out currently because, yeah, that no MP thing is going on. So I'd have my axe.
Indeed.
Just gonna move on in for now. I'm gonna basically do a double move, I guess, once I figure out the second part of my move.
Okay. You trot along with your doggy by your side. Menfa.
Move on over here and try to shoot the remaining ghoul. Nope.
Fumbles all around as you try to shoot, but instead it just blasts out of your staff and into your face. Which you probably enjoy, but it would have done damage either way. Goes to Crom.
We'll axe it. Does that kill it?
And bringing down your axe, you indeed destroy that ghoul.
Alrighty. Let me just check the maths on that. Yeah, that's correct. Cool. Fucking disgusting, thanks. I think that's level.
There's a possibility of that.
Not yet. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
probably
that-
missing experience apparently.
You might have not added it from last session.
Oh,
There was a
yeah,
lot
the wrong
going on.
number. Because it's just 1,000 star wrong, so I probably put a wrong number down.
Yeah, the last one you had in the chat, Menfa, was that.
Okay, so I messed up my numbers. Cool.
And with that fight, you can immediately level up. Hopefully, you are able to just press a tick and have it all apply.
Did we roll HP? I don't think we did. That's the only thing I can think of.
Pretty
don't
sure
know
you
how to
did,
do
because
this.
everyone was disappointed.
I haven't rolled yet.
No, I
haven't.
haven't rolled yet.
No, I think that was
Might
the
be-
Wednesday.
Yeah, it might be the Wednesday game then.
Great.
Nice, Demir's taking the bad roll, let's go.
You say that
Wow.
Crom's taking the bad roll again, let's go. This is my chance.
I should have waited.
I don't know if I want to wait for Mentha or not.
Wanna go at the same time?
Yeah!
Nice.
Alright, type it in and count down.
It's too late now.
Yeah, well, I didn't see that.
It's still not terrible. It could be worse. You could be me or Demir. 2 out of 1d12.
Don't forget your hero points.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure, yeah, I was already maxed anyway, because we've been
Yep,
doing
same.
some decent roleplay that we've been able to get some.
4 foot 1. Oh shit, yeah, I hadn't picked that. Okay.
Upping
It'd be
my
relatively quick
chefing
levels,
ability
isn't it?
because it's important.
What was that, Jester?
Upping my chefing ability because that's important.
Yeah. Gotta make the fine kebabs.
Right, I'll put that in afterwards.
And as everyone is leveling up, Crom and Clark, your wind armor would have gone off by now if you haven't already taken it out.
I ticked it off last time. Yeah, I don't get that. I think I just get this.
Done.
I'm just debating on favoured enemy.
You had a whole week to debate. You're gonna go for humanoids, right? Gonna just turn into the hunter of humans.
Honestly, the thought did occur to me. I think I know what I'm gonna go for. Yeah, I'll go with monstrous humanoids. I did think about going for devils, or was it demons that you said was the other one? But they're
Demons.
confusing with people.
Demons are the ones they landed on. Daemons were like what they were considering at first, but the newest notes said that demons were the ones they were
Demons,
focusing
yeah.
on. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm going for that.
So you're doing outsiders, demons.
Demons specifically, yeah. I'll put it in brackets on the buff so it shows up.
Because outsiders specifically, you need to make a subtype, and the subtype would be demon.
I just need to do skills and I'm done. Because I know what feat I'm getting. We're not really doing teamworks on this one, are we? At the moment.
Not
Feet.
yet.
Begin a feat from.
We're 5, right?
5th level.
Oh yeah, 5th.
Mhm.
Sorry, I I was looking at 6 for the experience required. That's why. What talent did you pick this level, Jester?
No, I don't get a talent this level. That's 6th
Oh
level.
yeah, 5th. I'm still thinking of 6 for some reason.
I mean, we'll take 6 if you want to give it to us.
The only thing we're getting is with feet this level. We don't get anything else.
What did you
Plus
choose
just
for your
the natural
feet?
bonuses. Combat reflexes.
Nice.
What's your dex?
What's my dex? 6.
Well, that's your modifier, not your score, but okay.
Alright, my score is 22.
I can calculate that from 6, I know.
Yeah. Just making sure.
I should probably put into. Yeah.
I agree, Crom.
I was just figuring out what to go for, that was all.
And your skill points?
Skill points are done. I don't have much to put them in all honesty with you.
Have you become even more wise with technology?
Yes, actually, that was one of the main points I tried to make sure I did.
You're just a country bumpkin, but when it comes to electronics, you're like, this is my field.
Yeah, I'm like a techie hillbilly.
Just think of the hillbilly character in Watch Dogs.
I never end up playing that in the end.
Also, Demir, when you're leveling up, remember you do get the MP you gain from max for this. So I think you get 3 or 4 MP into your current.
Okay, so I would get 2 from the level up. And if I go back and look at what I would get from my previous, where is it? MP, where'd it go? Okay, so the previous bonus MP would be no change. So just 3 then. No, 4 because of extra MP. You should give me 1.
You wouldn't gain anything else from extra MP, because it's every 2 cast levels. You're only 5.
I thought it was every cast.
Extra MP gives you... Is it 1 to start? It's either 1 or 2, but then you get 1 for every 2 cast levels.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 for every cast level. Don't let me double check.
No, it's 1 for the first level and then every other level. That's
Yeah, so
not
you
on even
get-
levels, basically.
Yeah, you get 1, 2, then 3 at 4, then like 4 at 6, and so on and so forth.
Okay. I'm just being all kinds of confused. But, I mean, I think my total is still correct right now.
It should be, from your math, because you wouldn't have gained anything from when you put it up. As long as your ability score is 20, because it won't go up any more than that, right?
Right. So I just get to 3 from the level up. Okay. How long do we take in game to level up?
think
It's pretty much instant. If this was D&D, or if we had prepared casters, you wouldn't get your new spells and whatnot, but since it's FFd20, you get everything.
the big light comes down.
What are you working on currently, G?
Else,
Ah,
I realized I'm missing a cantrip.
you get cantrips every third. So every third or fourth.
Gee, I don't know if you noticed or not, but you guys got new racial feats recently.
I have
Yep.
not noticed.
Yeah, there's a load of like magic aura weapons and feats that have been added recently. Just to clarify, the rest doesn't count as the level doesn't count as a rest, does it? We don't get our daily abilities back or anything. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but
You get
just
nothing except from what the level gives you.
Alrighty.
Yeah, there's the racial feats from Magic Aura that are added. It's also battle training, but that doesn't really apply to you because you don't use weapons.
Well, that's a little too late for those now.
Is Demir doing anything with his MP he's recovered here, or are you keeping it for later?
At the moment, no. I'm gonna try to see if we can preemptively notice when we're about to enter whatever big AA room is gonna have this thing in it. So I got 2 spells that I would be able to cast at level 1 if I don't want to be able to use my staff like I should have for them to do.
Alrighty. Well, as Memphis doing their spells, you can investigate the room at your leisure.
Cromwell, right? Is this actually a kitchen?
No.
Okay. Let's have a
I'll
look
say
around.
it may look as a kitchen to start off with because those barrels, but they all contain materials for whatever experiments they're doing here.
I think I just let Demir have it. I mean, Christ.
I will also turn on Detect Magic.
Alrighty, as you investigate the chamber, you will find those similarly looking demonic fingers you found upstairs. The black charred fingers with the long black nails. Though, just as before, they're the same items, you still don't know what they are. Aside from that, a lot of these barrels do have magical auras, though a lot of it just seems to be materials for creating these creatures. On the eastern wall, you can see 2 beds that they seemingly strapped down, possibly these ghouls. The ghouls could have just been here as guards, but it seems they were using this machinery to do the combining process. It's also possible they used it for something else, but it definitely was used on humanoids from how they're designed.
Can I just take out some frustrations on the machines and tubes and stuff like that so it can't be used anymore?
You can certainly do so. It could still be repaired, but as you know, people are leaving.
Yeah, I smash anything that looks important.
Okay. As for exits out of the room, there are quite a few. There is one there, there, and there.
Looks some kind of central hub. We better start clearing this shit out.
Aye, that looks like a big door down there to the south. Let's why don't we start at a clockwise to our left there?
Sounds like a plan.
Is Crom attempting that door to his left?
He'll try it if everyone's ready.
Yes.
Yep.
Alrighty, he'll open the door.
As you attempt to open the door, it is locked.
I'll get the keys out and try those.
Fumbling around with the keys, you'll eventually unlock the door. Opening it leads into a modest room with 2 reclining chairs set up. One of them has a large lamp overhead, though it is turned off. The glass inside is shattered. From what you can gather, this was some sort of medical room, possibly to look at the changes of the creatures they were melding. On the northern table, you'll see several apparatus, from wrenches and saws to magnifying glasses and containers, though the containers are empty.
But they didn't want to volunteer after seeing all this shit. Come on. This is just a place of pain. I take it there's nothing, just before we leave, there's nothing like of particular interest apart from those things that you just said.
Correct.
Crom, you missed the door right here next to me.
Fine. What's in there? I'll try the keys.
Unlocking and opening up that door leads you into a similar room, though this one only has a single chair in it.
We need to bury this place. Can't let no one come back here. Is it clean? That sounds like a silly question, but is it like completely, like, you know when somewhere's clinical, like, you know there's been some kind of operation there, but is it clinically clean?
It might fail some cleanliness standards, but the northern room is cleaner than the southern.
Okay. But it's not like, yeah, there's not, they haven't just left the evidence of what they've been doing here, they have cleaned up after it, right?
Rather hastily, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Above it is, then. I need to refresh, because my music's failed me for some reason.
Is Crom opening up that door?
He will be, yes.
Opening up that door leads into some sort of office or meeting room. And in front of the door is a man clad in armor with a sword raised up high, bringing said high sword down upon you.
He ready for us. He wouldn't happen to be a demon, would he?
He's clad in armor.
Can I smell he's a demon?
Sadly, he's not wearing demon's scent.
Damn. Alright.
He's wearing Old Spice.
Oh, that's worse.
The man definitely brings down his blade, as he is quite the high initiative today, as he goes to slash out at Crom. And cleaving into the Varg, you will take 6 damage.
Okay.
Menfa.
5 a step back. And in case the new spell I just got.
New spells?
Yeah. That's both hopefully actually useful in combat.
Yeah,
Just for a little bit. This thing. So I'm gonna put a little floating orb right behind Clark.
Oh, nice.
And it
Gotcha.
gives 20-foot radius to everybody within it gets +2 to dodge for like 2 rounds, I guess, but yeah.
Alrighty. Everyone gets +2 dodge. Is that it?
That is it.
Crom.
We'll be attempting to grab them, so this will provoke. Let me just put that on. Thank you, Mentha. Yeah, he'll be attempting to grapple the guy in front of him, because I'm assuming they didn't have...
As you attempt to grapple, he shall take that opportunity.
Alright.
As you are sliced for 10.
Okay. So 28 to grapple.
And you successfully grapple the person.
Alrighty. We're sharing a square. That is me for now. Clark. Is there a two-handed sword he's using? Sorry, I should have asked that before I grabbed
He's
him.
using a long sword. I'm pretty sure they're using it one-handed. I'll double check. They were using it two-handed, but it is a one-handed weapon, so they can still attack you with it.
That's fine. I thought it was a two-hander. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, go on.
Clark will full attack. Well, actually, can they get an attack opportunity in a grapple? No.
Shouldn't be able to.
Unless the fella has something specific, but you don't know.
Clark will come around the back of it then and attack.
There is no flanking, but you can still move there, yeah.
That's right. If Crom decided to let go.
Probably think of the plan. You read my mind.
Move around, you stab into the back of the fella as he's trying to wiggle out of your friend's grasp. Demir.
I think I should be able to get him. He's probably gonna get partial cover, but I'm gonna try to just shoot him with the staff.
You can do so.
Probably not.
His touch.
You successfully blast the fellow in Crom's grasp. Still up, though Crom's hugging onto him, so he's going to stay up regardless.
Alright, I'm gonna move over to this side to get a different angle on him. And that'll be it.
Alrighty. Goes to the one in the grasp. It's going to double check his abilities. He is just going to accept that this grapple is happening and is going to attack Crom
Alrighty.
with less strength.
And obviously he's got -2s. So have I, admittedly, for being grappled.
Yes. Crom, you are sliced as this guy is just like cranking his sword in your arm as you tried to grapple him and he attacked you before. As 7 more hit points are slashed from out, yeah.
Oof. Alright.
Menfa.
Does the weapon from Sheer Avoidance take up the square, or can I move into it?
It's floating in the air.
Just above the ground.
It says 20 feet high, unless it
No,
means
it's
the
the radius. It's the radius. It's just this one orb, but it emits a gas into 20-foot radius. But it doesn't say like what size it is, or
it
does
really
it
should
actually...
not. Yeah, it should not say the height if the height is the same as the radius. It should only say the height if it's different. But either way, feel free to move into wherever it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a 5-foot step up. Does the guy still grappled, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm going to give Grom wind armor.
And cool.
All right.
That's it.
Crom.
We'll release them from the grapple as a free action.
Alrighty.
So that would be flanking then, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. And you're definitely sure he's not an animal or a demon, right?
You don't know.
Alright. It counts for favor enemy. That's all.
Does it though? If you don't know what they are,
Yes, I can smell
it's
them.
covered in metal. I don't know. No, there's no bonus.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna whack him. That is... I don't know, I've got grappled still on. It probably won't affect it, really. Because
You
it's
hammer
-2.
down with that big hunk of metal in your hand, and that fella will crumple to the floor in a pile of tinkly clanky metal. At which point, remove the dodge from
Yeah.
the orb thingy.
Will do. Crom's gonna pull his helmet off if he can.
Crom's wearing a helmet.
No, but
Gotta fix your grammar, my friend.
Bark skin still going off, or is that stopped?
that's 10 minutes per level, I think.
Yeah, that was 40 minutes when I cast it, so it should
Yeah, you
still
still
be
have
going
that.
on.
Okay.
Krom, you're taking the helmet off of the metallic man.
Yep.
Alrighty. As you remove the helmet, you'll see that it is a grey-skinned hume, which is rather rare to see on a hume. They can be grey-skinned. However, you're pretty sure this man has had a few serums jutted into him. As far as you can tell, he is still a human, though.
Did you take a mug back
Search the
yesterday?
room and the man's pockets and stuff.
Alrighty. Roll me perception if you're searching the room.
This guy looks like he's had.
Detect magic.
Sorry, you guys
Also
go
searching
first.
the room.
If you search over this Hume, he won't have anything on him that you can make use of, unless you want to be spending the minute to take his armor off. But in the room, Demir and Menfa will clearly see atop the desk that there is a pink, almost shimmering against the blue light potion. You don't know what it is. Did you bump up your spellcrafter's level, or was it just a bad roll? Yeah, you rolled a 5.
Yeah, it was a bad roll. No, what school it's from.
Oh, that's why. I didn't give a link to the item, that's why I couldn't see it very easily. For the school, it is a moderate healing. Menfa can just tell you straight up that this is an ether.
Ooh.
And if you need to know what ether does, that's what it does. I know there is sometimes a confusion about how much it gives.
Right. This guy, what armor is he wearing? We're not trying to get it off just yet.
He's
Is it
wearing
like
full plate.
full plate. Okay, we'll get that on the way out.
Alright, do you want the MP there? Minta from the ether.
I think you need more than I do, Mr. Demir.
It would be helpful. Alright, thank you. And I'll just take it.
You said it was just the ether in the room, yeah?
The only thing you want to be taking with you, yes.
The only thing we found.
What sword has this guy got?
It's a longsword.
Just a standard longsword.
It is a standard longsword.
Alright. Ooh, good roll.
Oh no, I lie, it is a masterwork longsword.
Alright, grab that. Means that Clark can start throwing them more.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was fresh. Can't believe they left it behind.
It was newly squeezed.
Venture, are you doing loot?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put that in there.
Nice.
So the only thing you would be taking would be the masterwork longsword.
No, that's alright, I'm just making
You
sure. we
could
got it.
add in the full plate, but you're not taking it now.
No, I will put that in when we get it. I'm assuming those stairs go back up to the landing. Do you mind if I just have a quick look? They're
As
wrong
the
with the
party, you're
ghouls.
asking me.
I'm gonna ask them because I don't know if they want to do anything specific.
Was the full plate masterwork at all, or was it just plain?
Nope, it's just full plate. Just ordinary.
And then longsword, right?
Masterwork longsword, yeah. But as Krom has pointed out, there is stairs going upwards there, and a set of double doors there.
Y'all seem to want to keep going down here. Look, I know it's a bit shit, alright, but we gotta keep going. Find this brood mother and get the hell out of here.
Crap sheet, but
Demir, I need you to roll me perception. It's Menfa, you have detect magic, don't you? Because you used spellcraft, right?
Yeah, I'll probably still have it ongoing.
Okay, Demir and Menfa, you can both roll me perception. Crom does not.
Oh, I thought you said Crom, my bad.
Well, Crom's doing this, so he will automatically see it, but Demir and Menfa may not. Menfa does not see it. Crom, as you go towards this door, the same demonic red pentagram and runes appear across the handles and locks, at which point they bend and break as the door opens up on its own. It's not forceful enough to hit the walls on either side, however, it's definitely been opened for you by something else. And Demir, you will spot this, so you can make both a Knowledge Arcana and a Spellcraft on it.
I do know Abyssal. Is it Abyssal?
I shall check that for you.
I wouldn't know shit about it magically, but I'm just curious.
It would be... it would indeed be Abyssal, yes.
Nice. I don't know if I can help Demir in any way, if I saw it.
Demir is going to take out a cure potion, and he's going to hand it off to Crom, and then I'm going to cast regeneration on him with the wand.
Thank you.
Demir, you have no idea what it was, though it was a moderate aura.
Y'all see that? That riding again? It's that
I saw it.
It's that fiend talk. Be careful.
And moving past the newly opened doors, you make your way into another winding corridor. The lights above flickering ever so often. This corridor has a more distinct, dusty air to it, as well as a faint whiff of blood.
Hold up. Before we go further down here, we did have a doll back in that other room. Do we want to check that first so nothing comes up behind us?
I was about to ask the same thing.
Yeah, I take it if we're doing the regen, I would lose wind armor because it has the same duration, right?
What?
So wind armor is minutes.
Yeah, but if
Regen is like
yeah, but if it's
1
a
minute.
yeah, it's 1 minute. Oh, because you're level 5 now, aren't you? So it'd be way longer. That's fine. My bad.
Is there region cast?
Yeah, I used a wand on him.
Ah, sorry, I did not hear that. I also didn't see in the chat, so I'll blame you for that.
Yeah, I said out loud that I was going to hand him a potion and then cast
that's the
regen
door.
on him.
Yeah, I heard the potion part, I didn't hear the region part. So there's a double doors there and another door towards the east.
You and me, Clout.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be
Well,
that way.
The door is locked, however, using the keys, you will enter into a small study. The floor underneath has a rather lavish rug, though lavish in compared to the rest of the stone and steel of the rest of this facility. The walls are lined with cabinets and the like with books and alembics, some of which are slightly glowing to those who would still have their detect magic going, which I think is going to be Mentha. She didn't use the wand.
Yeah, I'm going to re-up it every time that it goes off because this place has got lots of magical things. And it's a cantrip and I can do that.
Crom will probably get out of the way, to be honest, for the magic people.
I search the room.
If you are searching the room, give me perceptions.
Nice.
Alrighty. As you look over the room, it seems like a lot of the more important things, or at least you maybe just thinking there's something important in here, has been taken away in the rush to leave. Many of the books are almanacs to do with the yearly cycles of the moons and stars, seemingly to do with migration details of the nearby creatures, as well as several maps of certain areas and historic books. And Menfa, you'll notice that there are some movements and shifts in the dusts. As you investigate further, you'll see that there are scratch marks across the floor here.
They look like they come from the bookshelves, or something was.
They look like they come from the two cabinets here, as if they can move to the left and right.
I think there's something behind these bookshelves.
What do you mean? Like something to... Oh, you mean it's like a secret door?
Yeah, like look at the floor. Like they were dragged.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get this thing out the way.
Shifting the cabinets as if you're opening two sides of a cabinet door, you're able to go towards the wall and open up another false wall / door, which leads into a chamber behind it. Crom, as you enter the room, your your ears start to twitch as you can feel something scratching at them and a howling moving through one ear and out the other. The room feels oppressive and almost as if it wants you to leave. Demir and Menfa, whenever you get your eyes around there, you can see several auras in the room. As for the contents, there are 4 glass containers, the left of which there is a demonic tablet that has a gold and red face. Shifting and creaking, it seems to be animated or alive. The 2 southern ones are of a vase and a stone and silver chest, both of which shift as you look at them, almost as if they are mirages or possibly alive. The northern one seemingly has its contents removed as the glass is slightly ajar. And on the eastern wall is a large it's a small, sorry, not a large. It is a small golden sarcophagus.
What the hell is all this? Yeah. Like some kind of trophy room.
I would like to do spellcrafts and arcana on the different auras that need to be looked at. How many do I need?
Just do the 1, and as you do that 1, we'll see what you get.
No, and probably no.
Alrighty. Demir, you're unable to identify either. Menfa, I need you to give me a will save.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Alrighty, as you try to identify these auras, you feel as if the knowledge being forced into your head by looking at them is harmful to you. However, you're able to wash it away. As far as you can tell, most of the artifacts in this room belong to several of the hell planes, and that if you were to touch them, you would need to have either magical protections or some very powerful gauntlets. Aside from that, they seem to impart the knowledge of where they come from, or they are used as devices to craft things. The northern one has indeed been taken away, though you cannot tell what it used to do. If you wish to delve further, it would be a harder check, as they would try to make you mad.
What the hell are they?
It's probably best not to touch them. Like, you can
Alright.
definitely see the, like, when Menthas look, like, trying to, like, study them, like, looking at them, like, there's a visible, like, jolt and kind of retract back into themselves before, like, shaking the effect off.
Alright. I trust you.
So,
What did? You first go.
they're from hell, it seems. Yeah, I think it's best to just not mess with them.
From hit. Yeah, you're probably right.
Does that jangle anything from my knowledge, religion senses at all?
No, it would not.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Is there any way to... I know this is a secret door. Is there any way to... like, once everyone's out, is there any way to break the lock on it? Or, you know, stop it from opening again?
You could stop it from opening easily, but they could just destroy it again to, like, blow it out of the way.
Right.
It'd be harder to do mundanely, but it's not going to make it as hard as you probably want it to be. You would need to cave in the room to actually make it difficult. Since it is underground, there's not much they could do if it is caved in, because more would just come in.
Right, okay. Gonna have to warn someone about this. We can't leave shit like that just lying around.
So there is a door to the southeast, or the corridor that opened up towards you towards the northeast.
Let's check that one first. The one that's south, sorry. This one here, if that's alright with everyone.
Yep.
Is there a keyhole?
There is a keyhole, because this one is locked.
I'll check the keys to Clark.
Clark will catch the keys, hopefully.
I'd say you have good enough reflexes to catch the keys.
Combat reflexes.
You indeed catch the keys.
And Clark will unlock the door.
Unlocking the door and opening up wide will lead you into a dimly lit corridor that goes around towards the east. And moving into said corridor will reveal it goes towards the east to another metallic door, outside of which are two large hounds of rock that bash their fists together as they notice you.
Fuck me. I've rolled a 1, 2, and 3 on initiative this time.
Oh, shut up. You rolled good on health HP. That's all you need.
Alrighty, first up is Crom. You have fought these in the cave before. They are called Raldo.
2, 3. Okay. I don't think I can actually make it. Yeah, that's 15, and that's the... Yeah, so we're gonna get up. Are these lights? Sorry, just before I move anywhere.
No, those are just alcoves in the corridor.
Okay. Crom will move to here, and we haven't got anything extra. Just prepare an attack for the first one that comes into range.
Alrighty, Demir.
Scooch on up. That would be a double move for me. Now I see what's going on. Okay.
Mentha.
Am I gonna be in trouble if I move in front of either Clark or Demir?
No, you'll be fine.
You're better off in front of Demir if you can.
I'll move over here. That's a double move.
Alrighty. Goes to this Rado, who is going to be charging at Crom. You can have your readied action.
Minimal damage twice.
As you slam down your axe into this thing, you feel as if its crusty exterior is making it harder to deal damage to the thing. And it rings back its arm with a charge and whacks it into you for 7.
7 damage, yeah?
7.
Alrighty.
Clark.
We'll move up and attack the other one.
Whipping out with your blade, you also deal a heavy slash into this thing. However, just like Crom, you feel as if you're doing less than normal. The other fella is coming charging for Clark. And it tries to punch into them. Instead, they are just rebounded off of your armor. Demir.
I will shoot the one in front of Crom. No, I won't.
You instead hit the wall as you try to curve the bullet, but sadly you are not wanted. Menfa.
I'm gonna assume we failed our knowledges against these things.
There's possibility.
It's still in the compendium. That or I didn't add them for some reason. Oh well.
Another possibility.
So, okay, this area probably counts as indoors. Worked stone on other floors indoors, I'm assuming.
Yes, the floor underneath you is worked stone.
You're not in machinery anymore. Okay. Sure, I'm gonna try to put a geomancy on this guy. Let's see what happens. Probably not.
You try to explode that foe with flames. However, with Crom blocking a lot of your eyesight, you miss.
Have a step back.
Crom.
Clark, you hit the one in front of me as well, didn't you?
Yes.
Go.
Yes.
I'm gonna whack him. Oh my god, my damage
Bring
numbers
down
taken.
the same amount of damage with your axe once more, cleaving into this thing rather deeply, though it still stands.
That is it for me, I think. Yeah, I'm done.
Said thing you don't know what it is will retaliate, and they will land a very solid crit into you. However, the following attack is a fumble. So really, it's just 2 attacks. You'll be hit once for 7. It'll go to Clark.
Clark will slash out at the one that Crom was attacking.
The first one deals a rather hefty blow into that, though it is reduced as normal, and that is enough to bring that one down. However, as you try to ring out with your offhands, you kind of hit into your other arm and just like fumble around with it. We'll then go to the one that still lives, as it whips out against Clark once more. Would your AC still be 23 because you don't have wind armor or the dodge ring from the orb?
It's still 23.
Alrighty.
Damn, that's high.
both his attacks will miss.
Dexy boy. Girl.
As
True.
my roll 20 crashed. Whoever's turn it is, take your turn now. As I refresh.
Our light mage boy. Oof! A 20 and an
I
18.
return to see a lovely crit that does confirm, blasting the one on the north. 15, though it still stands as the first blast it's taken.
Quick,
Anything
while the
else?
GM's away, we'll turn on our cheats.
That's how it be. Menfa.
I'll try to match up the guy up top.
On. Yeah.
And you certainly do so, however, you'll know you're doing less damage than normal. Wrong.
We'll whack. We'll bite. Not bite. There we go.
You will certainly do a heavy whack, and you don't even need the bite, as that whack brings down that creature you don't know what its name is.
Alright.
How is Mentha getting +9 to their mud shot?
It's +5.
Did you mean the attack?
For the attack roll.
Well, you're small, so you get +1.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
8 on range attacks because of dex and because of size,
Oh, okay.
and +1 because it's a +1 weapon.
Okay. I was just trying to figure it out because, like, my attack is so much lower than yours. That's why.
I am a dex little plant.
Yeah.
Now, y'all, this may sound a bit stupid, but I think we go down the demonic corridor of death rather than this one. It seems like whatever the hell's on the other side of this door probably knows what's coming.
Right, but I'm not gonna let you hurt too much there, Chroma. We talked about this last time. I'm gonna heal you up a little bit. And I'll grab the wand.
Fine, we just can't stay too long. I assume we all look pretty rough. Like, I know we've been healed, but surely just looking at us, we're probably just covered in viscera, effectively.
Well, your gloves definitely aren't white or brown anymore.
I'm gonna do 2 off of the wand of cure, and then I'm gonna do 1 off of the wand of regen.
Alrighty. Come on. Y'all be mighty quiet.
Just looking to get this over and done with.
Alright. Just to make sure you're still in the game.
No.
As you make your way into the next portion of that hallway, you'll see that there are jail cell doors, though they have no bars, they are just fully metal, towards the north and south. Each one from numbers 1 through 9, so cell 1, cell 2, etc. And towards the east are some bloody footprints leading to another metallic door.
Well, these cells are the kind where it's a solid steel door and you've got like a slider at the top.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try and open the slider at the top.
You peek into a cell room. There is a wooden cot with a cloth duvet on top, as well as a bucket in the corner, but no creatures as far as you can see.
Do we open up all the doors? Just to check? Obviously checking each slider first.
Crumb's not too worried about it. If you want to do it, feel free.
Can we even open the doors right now?
The sliders, not like the whole thing.
Yeah, I guess we'll sort of just walk through, and as we do, check each room's sliders just to see if there's anything in there.
Alrighty. Crom, are you doing the same?
No.
Okay. Is Demir opening them?
When I see that Chrome isn't, I'll try to climb up as high as I can to see if I can peek in. If not, I'll ask Mentha if they want to get a lift up and see in.
Com's more interested in the footprints.
Sure, I'll tag team you.
All right.
As you get to this one, you'll see that there is a massive a massive hole in the wall here that seemingly has been either blasted apart or dug out as it leads into a very dark chamber behind. And you also know that there's a wall here that has also been slightly destroyed, connecting these two cells together.
I think someone or something escaped from here. Or from the next one at least.
Just another loose end we'll have to tie up after this.
We've no idea where they would be. Or how long ago they escaped.
Well, once we make sure the village is safe, maybe that's what I'll do. Hunt them all down. Make sure they can't come back.
For the rest of the ones you've gone past, you haven't seen anyone else in their cells.
Just while they're doing that, I'm sort of sniffing over the blood on the floor and trying to like just gauge what it belongs to, if possible.
It's blood.
Would scent wouldn't allow you to tell if it's like human blood or something like that, or is it old or new?
It's old.
Old. Okay. Let's wait for the rest. Bless you.
But as you look through the visor on the door to the north, just of you now, you'll notice a pale and rather gaunt humanoid draped in a black cloak and chained to the floor with manacles around his hands and feet. He hears and sees the slider open as he slowly cranks his head up towards you. Hey, you. Here to draw more from me.
Hold up. We got a live one in here.
A live wood, exactly.
You say it was Hume?
I didn't say what it was. It's humanoid.
Can't really tell. But it's, I don't know, chained up to the floor right now.
Ask him if it knows Etricar.
I will ask the humanoid creature if it knows Etrical.
I told you. I'm not telling you where the coven lives.
You mean in the man, right? Sorry, Just, you didn't know. Go for it.
No, go on. I'll repeat what Crom just said.
Hence what mine you're talking of. There's a lot down here.
Well,
What got
Demir,
you
he's
into this place.
What was that, Jester?
Basically, how did he wind up here? Or it, whatever it is.
Why are you asking that? The only thing you care about is my blood and my curse. Just get it over with.
Does this door have a keyhole, and does the keys that we have match up to the keyhole?
Yes, and you wouldn't know. You'd have to try.
Well, that's what I mean, I'll try.
Depending on the keys, you'll eventually be able to unlock the cell.
Clark will open the door.
Opening up the door, it leads into the small cell. There is a point with the lights from outside and possibly your companions if they are lit up. You can see that it is indeed a chained up vampire.
Clark can't really see the vampire. There's no light in here. So she can see like a part of it. I'll make room for someone with more light. Do we really look
Almost
like we're
outside.
people that belong here?
You look like somebody that military man would have had here.
What military man?
Tell me his name. What do you want? Are you here to beat it out of me? I don't see any syringes.
We're more here to stop everything that's happening here.
Oh yeah? I don't think that's gonna fly. Just take what you need and go.
Does he have, like, the handcuffs that he's got?
They're
Actually,
chain
no.
manacles.
Yeah, no. I was going to unlock them, but to be fair, if he's not believing me at the moment, I'm not going to unlock them because he'll probably just attack. I mean, what would I tell you if Etricol is, well, we're partnered up with Etricol. So, we could look at freeing you from here, and taking you out of here and sending you back.
There's a staircase in that direction that if you take it up, it should be free to just get out of here.
And let you follow me back to the coven. I don't think
We've
so.
already been there. We know Etricar.
Got any proof of that?
Does Demir still have that, like, curse on him?
No, we got it taken care of.
Well, we have no physical proof on us. But, I mean, what else have you got to lose? I can quite easily unlock you here and you can just stay in this cell, or you can make your leave whenever you feel. We're gonna carry on and kill every person in this building. I mean, bring them to justice.
If you are gonna set me free, you bring me a corpse first. You say you're killing people here. Should have been a guard at the room at the end of this corridor.
Crom will start heading off when he hears that.
Clark will, like, click her fingers as she sees Crom move away to almost, like, tell him to do that. It'll take just a moment.
Pick up. Drag it back.
Any minute now.
And I'll just chuck it in.
Ah, there it is.
As the body is chucked to the floor, the vampire tries to grab at it, but his chains are too short.
Now do you believe us?
As good enough proof as any. Do you mind bringing it up closer to me?
Clark will kneel down and just unlock the manacles.
As you go to do that, the guy will like pull on the chains. Don't do that!
Alright. Clark will kick the body, like closer to the vampire.
Moving the body closer, the vampire will start to bite at it and drink of its blood. The man's skin starts to fill in, both with life and color, to the point where it looks like he's a new man. Dropping the sucked up straw of a corpse, he throws it to the floor. Been a while since I've had a feast. You can remove the manacles now.
Clark will do so.
Just out of curiosity, why didn't you want us to remove the manacles before you fed?
Because he's probably blood starved to me. He probably would have gone nuts.
That makes sense.
Just as the fog says, a fresh meal is often too tempting when there's a dead one. I suppose I'll have to give the name Demir to Hedrukar when I go meet him then.
Yeah, you can give that name.
I don't have anything on me to give you as thanks. They took everything I had, but if you ever find yourself back where Hedrukar lies, I can offer some aid then.
We'll send Demir that way.
Good luck with exterminating this place. If you made it this far and still bringing corpses to me like that, I suppose you've dealt with most of it already.
Yeah.
The majority. You shouldn't have any trouble getting back up to the surface if you try.
Hopefully the sun is low. Otherwise I'll be waiting around for possibly half a day.
Well, hopefully we don't see you around.
Quite a harsh thing to say, but very well. Man then walks down the corridor, round the corner, and leaves.
Let's open this door.
Sounds good to me.
As you move to open this door, it shudders violently as you hear a satisfying click in the lock as it unlocks for you.
But none of the demonic scroll this time.
Not on this side, no.
No.
Would you open it all up?
Absolutely.
Opening up the door leads into a much wider area. Several metallic containers can be seen lining the east and southern walls, and in the middle of the chamber is a devilish creature who is chained with his arms crossing over his chest and his legs spread wide across the floor. Blood is pouring out of several wounds across his body, and you can see that there are several markings on the floor near his feet where he made some hodgepodge symbols. Welcome, comrades. I'm glad you were able to see the signs for what they were. I hope you can bring up the end of the bargain I'm hoping you'll be accepting.
And what would that be, Hellbeast?
Ah, good. You know of hell. I am a denizen of such. Sadly, taken from my home without my permission and consent. I think you've been seeing my symbols here and there within this facility, leading you downwards and deepwards. It seems you have quite the purpose in killing those that live here. Another trade, though sadly, my side is mostly given. I gave you free entrance down here, and you set me free. How about it?
So you telling me that you got nothing left to give us, right?
Well, for this contract that I wish to sign, I've given my side. You have only but to do your side.
No point in signing a contract when you've already given us what we needed.
If you are of the opinion of not to give tit for tat, then of course. But I have faith that you would like to keep up your debts. You freed one such other tainted fellow in the cell beside mine. Why not let me go? I've already provided more of a service than they did.
He was part of a bargain we already made, and I'm sick of making bargains with things like you.
That's quite the mean streak you have going. Though the way you slaughtered the humans upstairs, it definitely leads to what is your personality. They were unarmed, and I'm certainly a bit more than unarmed, as I can't even use mine.
Well,
I bid you no ill will, and at the most recent time, I would leave this plane. All I need is that you remove these manacles.
So, your little contract that you want us to do is you let us in here and you go back to your home plane, never to return of your own free will.
Sadly, that is not a contract I can make. If you wish to change the terms of your sides, I can add addendums. You set me free, I go back to hell. I can add that I will not return to do any of you for any harm. Anything further, and I would just be breaching contracts I've made with other denizens of hell.
Can we add the word immediately upon being released in there so that we don't have to worry about something behind us, even though you say you won't hurt us? We don't like leaving open-ended things behind us.
why the hell are we making deals with this thing, Demir?
If you so wish, we can add immediately. I shall immediately return to my home plane.
I'm not making deals, Chrome. I'm just getting rid of problems.
That is a deal, Demir. Shit, it's
I don't roll a
chained
knowledge on
down.
this thing.
If you want to roll knowledge, it's knowledge planes. Alrighty. You know that this is a Festophilus devil, also known as a contract devil. They have rust-cut skin and a jutting crown of ridge-like horns. You can learn 2 traits. The general gist of their description name, you know that they are devils, mostly aimed at making contracts.
Yeah, I was gonna devil is the lawful kind.
The general gist is that all devils are lawful evil, yes.
Yeah, and demons were chaotic evil.
Yeah, demons are neutral.
Demons were
Yeah.
something else. Okay, yeah, okay.
And they're known for upholding the letter of their contracts, if not necessarily the intent, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm not gonna get the gist. If
You
we
can ask
do,
that specifically.
I guess what I'm worried about is if we do make this deal, is it going to be then done deal, or is it going to bite us in the butt later? so to speak. I don't
Would
know
you
how to
like to
word
ask
it.
that question?
Sure.
Alright, if you ask that as a question, you'll know that if a devil signs an infernal contract, they swear their soul upon it, and it's also linked with who they sign it with. Normally it's a single individual, but they can set up four for the same purpose. If they break the contract, they'll essentially destroy their own soul in doing so and kill themselves. So you know that if the contract is all 100% correct and in your best interests, if he does come to kill you, he will just die before he even gets the chance. So same on your side, if you don't pick up your side, you will also die, but your side is just to let him free.
I say we kill it now.
Quite quick to murder. Are we sure I am the devil here?
Well, yeah, you the one with the wings and the red cape, huh?
You're quite racist, aren't you, to give me the sign of a monster just based on my looks? You're the one who has blood dripping from your fangs, sir.
Well, that was always gonna happen. Look, I don't know what y'all want to do with this. You want to make a deal with this piece of shit? Fine, but leave me out of it.
Well, I don't want to do that, Crumb. I don't really like making deals with devils, especially literal ones. But I also don't like killing sentient beings that have literally done no harm to us whatsoever.
Demir, this is sin incarnate we're looking at here. Did no harm to you? Shit, imagine how many children this thing's killed in this lifetime.
0, I'll have you know. And just because my parentage gave me red skin and horns, does that mean it also gave me the interest in killing others? Though it seems yours has.
Are you trying to provoke me, or just being an asshole about this whole thing?
I don't know why a hypocrite decides to stand in the domain it seems to hate. If you wish to have nothing to do with me, you can leave. I'll talk with the more becoming ones who decide to speak upon words and deeds than what someone looks like.
Fine. Y'all want to damn yourselves? You go for it. Oh, and Demir? Remember, this ain't the first time you made deals with things that kill other people.
So far, it's worked out all right.
Now that we are rid of things that cannot see the forest for the trees, or the rabbits that inhabit them, do we all have a deal? You don't all have to sign the contract, of course. I only need one of you to release me. Though I am offering my non-aggression to all of you.
Right, so non-aggression towards us. There's a village called Maita. You're to leave it be. Don't go there. Don't hurt any of the citizens. You're going to go back to your plane immediately, and we'll release you. Does that sound like we have an accord?
Sadly, as I said earlier, I cannot give protection to larger settlements. It goes against the contracts I have with other denizens. I can only make the protection for you four. If you four happen to be in this village you speak of, I won't attack you or anything near you, but if I am commanded to attack said village, I have to obey that.
Clark, Mintha, I'm gonna ask you about what your opinions is. Obviously, we know what Crom thinks.
Well, once a contract is made, it's soul binding.
Indeed it is, Mandragora. You know your devils well.
Can we? Is it possible to add like a thing that once you release you and you go back, you won't immediately just come back to this plane?
Even outside of that contract addition, I have been gone for quite some time. I'm sure I have several lashings to undergo at my absence. I assure you I'll not be returning, at least within a day. I'd probably be gone for a month to sort out paperwork.
Is Jester, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I was asking what your thoughts on this were.
I don't really need much protection myself. I can handle myself pretty well. And like you say, if this thing gets a contract to destroy our town, well, even if we're there, they're still going to destroy it. You know, I know you guys probably won't agree with me, but I'm on Crom on this one. I'd rather just be rid of this thing. And speak as you will, Devil. I don't care.
I shall hope your friends and family are never constricted into the army, then. I'm sure they'll be forced into things that I have to do as well.
I'm sure I can help them out.
The Hume is out of the contract, as it were. How about you, Mandragora and Dwarf?
Well, I can't in good conscience let my friends be in danger from my actions. Crom, we could use some help.
With what? You got some shit to sign over or something? I'm just reloading. Roll 20 bears me. So I'm not moving. 1 second.
I just take my staff and point it threateningly.
Oh, you seeing sense now, huh?
I'm not gonna let my actions cause danger and harm to you and yours if I have any possibility of mitigating it. I tried to settle it peacefully, as is my tendency, but I'm not gonna put you all in harm's way.
Fine. Talking's over then, devil.
Shall we roll for initiative?
He's chained up.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess this is up to me for now. Oh, Crom's going in for it.
He's not helpless though, right?
He can barely move. He is pretty much helpless.
Okay, well, in that case, yeah.
Alright. I need everyone give me a will save, please. As Crom brings down his axe into the back of the devil, blood spews out and sprays across the room. And Clark, you feel a tug within your innermost parts, and you feel as if something may have been taken away.
By innermost parts, do you mean like my actual inventory, or do you mean within my body?
It's your soul, essentially.
Well, that's not good.
How would that affect me? How would I notice the effect, if you know what I mean?
You just feel as if something's missing.
I guess Clark's initial reaction is just going to be like she just grasps her chest.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Just something doesn't feel right.
Is this thing dead? Because if it's dead, Crom will just leave the accident and run over to Clark. If it's still alive, we'll keep hitting it.
It's dead.
Demir, you man, hitting it with some of that lad energy.
Yeah, after I do a heal check on Clark real fast.
Clark seems fine health-wise.
Just gonna blast the corpse over there real fast.
You blast the corpse of Wise.
You don't.
Does it start to dissolve or anything? Like it's looking like it's going back to its
Nope.
planer now?
It does not.
Okay.
Yeah, in that case, he'll take the limbs off and then come back.
Well, Clark, I don't see anything physically wrong with you. I don't think this is any sort of illness. As far as I can tell, it might be some sort of supernatural thing. Detect magic, can I do that?
Yep. Clark is magical.
Oh, and I'll do spellcraft and knowledge arcane on it.
With the Arcana, you have no idea, but the spellcraft you do. You know that Clark has been inflicted with the mark of the traitor, which can only be removed from a 9th level as a Naga, not there's Naga, a Persona, or a Deific power. You know that she has been marked as a traitor to a devil, and that she is going to be targeted whenever they are nearby.
Oh, lass, you're gonna need to stay as far away from devils as you possibly can. He's got some sort of traitor's mark on you from anytime you're nearby devils, they'll be targeting you like there's no tomorrow.
What do you mean?
But I didn't do anything. I just didn't sign into a contract I didn't want to sign into.
I don't know how it works exactly, but something happened when he died, and it put this. I don't think it's really a traitor thing. I think it's more like a reaction to getting hurt or killed, and everybody in the area has a chance of getting it.
Well,
Can you pass it?
I haven't seen many devils in the forest before, so, just carry on and just take an extra step of precaution if I ever see a devil.
What? Hold on now. How do you fix it, Demir?
Well, I won't be able to for a very long time if I ever get the opportunity to. We need a very high level healer to remove it from her. There's a spell called Basuna that would be able to remove it, but that's a very high level spell.
So that's it. We gotta wait for you to fix it or find someone who can. And I'm guessing, from what y'all saying, ain't many people who can do that in the world, huh?
Aye, but it's from what I can tell, it's only effective against devils. So if she stays away from devils, it won't be an issue.
Fuck. Crom just stops storming off.
I'm gonna search this room to see if there's anything that we could have left behind that was magical or anything that might be able to be useful for us.
It seems like everything in this room was also hastily taken away, but they spent a lot more time in this room to remove everything.
Come on, you two. Let's follow him.
Just a reminder for me, more so I could just search in the chat, because I will forget. Alright. Crom's just, like, storming through, kicking open doors and shit. Where is this ugly alien son of a bitch?
Crom, can we take a second to get a
To what?
few extra magical effects going on so that we're not gonna just get ourselves killed walking in there?
To me, it's a goddamn door. How the hell are we supposed to know it's on the other side?
That's true. I don't know what's on the other side.
I mean, fair enough, you got something that's gonna last a while, but... Come on.
I've got a couple things that'll last a few minutes.
Is Demir doing anything, or are you opening up this door?
I'm gonna look at my
Get dressed.
spells that I can get for a minute per level.
Alright,
So
as long as you know to get dressed.
I'm heavier.
I'd like to think so.
I'm gonna grab the shield and the wind armor for myself. And the wind armor on anybody else who wants it.
I still have it from Mentha, unless that's run out by now.
Give him his definitely.
Clark could probably benefit from any AC. Like, I know you have high AC anyway, but higher is always better, isn't it?
Is that it?
1 second, please.
How dare you have children?
Just while Demir's sort of getting his, not his shit together, sorry, but like he's looking over what he's doing. What do Crom and Mentha look like? Not Crom and Mentha, Mentha and Clark look like. Like, how are they? Because they've been quiet, but I know why they've been quiet. But like, how are they looking? Because Crom wants to look over them, like not in a weird way, but like see how they're doing.
Mentha's been in a very similar state since what happened upstairs. Like, they're going around and they're paying attention when they need to. Whenever there's like a lull in the moment, or if someone else is doing something else and they don't immediately have something to like investigate or look at, there is a kind of, they fall into a kind of daze. and they still don't really like look anyone directly in the eyes. Well, as much as you can discern that from the wide eyes that Metagross have, but you know. Like they still interact when it's necessary and like talk and give their opinions and all that, but definitely more withdrawn and quiet than they usually are.
Clark's quite similar.
Just to your lighting, but nothing is coming out of you.
Hello.
But yeah, so Mentha's like, she's almost hyper focusing on stuff, and then when she can't focus, it's like just everything kind of crashes down a bit.
Better
Yeah.
now?
There you go. You think you care about that?
Yeah. Clark's
I'm
just
going
the same.
to-
Eyes
while
are
I'm-
very glazed over and everything.
Hmm.
Just taking everything in, trying to get through this as quick as possible.
Sorry, Edro, we were just
While I'm casting spells, I'm going to sneak in an extra cure from my actual MP pool on Crom so that I can get him some bonus healing.
Is there any way I can notice this? And this may sound very like edgy and shitty, but genuinely, is there any way I can know?
Unless you're caring about the other spells he's doing, not really.
Okay. Yeah, I'd said like do what you need to. That's fine.
I now have 2 white mageries. One of them is I get an extra
D6.
D6 on my healing spells, and the
It's
other one
really
is
good. It's really good.
the other one is not useful right now because I'm level 5 and I'm capped out on my level heals right now because I increased the spell level of the spells for healing spells. But anyways, you get 17 health.
All right. I guess Crom notices that he is suddenly a lot better feeling.
Yeah.
He'll just shoot a glance at Demir and just say, "We're gonna talk about this after."
How dare you
I'm
heal me?
not letting you die.
I didn't ask you to step. Look, Clark, you get outside, all right?
Okay.
If I prepare to cast a spell, do I lose the MP if I don't cast it?
No, you don't lose
Okay.
it.
I'm going to prepare to cast a spell on Crom, but this one is not going to be a healing type spell.
Can I prepare to shout something?
You can't prepare anything outside of combat. You just have a surprise round if there's anything for outside of combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick the door in and shout something when it opens.
As you kick the door, it shakes back as it tells you it's time for you to have a break. As we'll have our break here.
Alrighty.
And I shall be right back. Those audios back, Chester?
Already done.
Alrighty. So, Crom kicks in the door.
Before I say anything, I say, "Oh fuck." Never mind.
Kicking in the door open as Crom decides if he wants to or not.
I know that's what I'm about to say something, and he says, "Ah fuck, never mind." That's exactly what happens.
The doors bang open wide into a small library of sorts, or reading room. 4 tables with benches are set up within slightly the center of the room with some open books on them. The walls are lined with bookshelves, rather neat, though there's not too many books, so it's probably rather easy to do so, and it's probably self-maintained, as the researchers probably use the books quite often. On the north, there is a small organ, and towards the east is another set of double iron doors. Demir and Mentha, you will notice that the eastern doorway has a fading magical aura that goes through the door and onto the other side.
That door's magical. Let's go.
The door isn't magical.
I've
Something
lost my
was
vision
being,
again. I was back.
I don't know what. There was magic being cast as someone went through the door.
Right, so it's like almost like an imprint of.
Oh.
I'll just go straight to the door. I don't know if you guys got any plans here.
Clark just looks around and is like, that's a lot of books.
Hmm.
Looks like a lot of kindling to me.
Now that's the spirit.
Hell, I've never read a book in my life. This is weird.
Wait, really?
Damir's just gonna.
She might have had like a children's story read to her. But yeah, she might have had a children's story read to her, but she does not read books.
Menfa, you can identify the spell as Bend Space and Time Greater.
The super teleport one, right? Sorry,
yeah,
Manta, go.
yeah, it's a teleporter, so I don't think we're gonna find whoever did the spell anymore.
Crum's got like his handle in the door frame. What?
Why is that?
Why?
I think they teleported away.
You're fucking kidding me. Now hold on. If they teleported, what's missing in here?
Let's just get where we're going before any more people can do it.
Fine. We need to come back in here and see what they took then afterwards.
From open up the doors.
Kicking it in.
Kicking in the door leads into a rather lush office. The floor turns into a carpeted green, in the middle of which is a tall table with a design of the galaxy. Several planets rotating around on metallic spikes. Towards the south, there is a telescope, of which Dimir and Menfa can see some slight magical aura on them. Probably, to your best guess, just looking at it, it probably is to see through the floor to the skies. As well as several other bookshelves in here. You can also hear the room being filled with the hawks of creatures as Clark goes up towards a magical circle that they cannot see, and two flaming falcons appear out from them.
Oh my god. This session I rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4 on my initiative.
You're getting better though. That's the important thing.
By the 20th fight, I'll be fine.
And you have fought these before, they are sun falcons. And first up's going to be Menfa. That was the question?
The question is, are they mutated Sun Falcons or are they still looking regular?
They're looking regular so far.
Oh, my let's go first. I don't want this.
Since the room is full of
I don't
books,
think-
if you do care to read any of the books, if you make any AoE attacks, it will destroy the books.
You know, my only AoE is fire, which I think is not gonna work against Sun Falcons anyway, so
Nah, it'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
They're made from a icy sun, right?
Don't have any offensive spells anyway, so that's fine.
Was light any good against them?
We don't think we've tried it. I won't lie to you.
I don't remember what their company name says. They should be in there though.
They can blind people, they fly,
Blind people.
they
They
like
can-
shooting
burn.
fiery beams at you, so be careful.
don't have the resistances and stuff, but I'm pretty sure fire is in there somewhere. Lightning might
Yeah.
work.
I remember last time we fought like a base Sun Falcon, not the big one. It was just focusing down Mantha. So we're going to be careful of that.
I'm a little turnip.
Just wants to
Yeah,
roast you, they're hungry.
I want to be roasted. That's fine. I'm going to try and shoot this guy, even though it's getting a lot of cover.
It's currently flying at 5 feet, so it won't have cover.
Not even from Clark?
No.
Okay.
I'll say at that angle, you're shooting just above Clark's head.
So it's flat-footed and this is against touch, so much up.
You blast the flying sun with water and mud, and it doesn't particularly appreciate what you're doing to it. It's a dirty sun now.
I'm gonna 5 step down here and pseudo take cover behind the mirror.
Demir, you are being taken cover behind. Do you wish to move?
Nope.
God, that is depressing. Clark is so close to my HP. Oh man!
Oh boy! I take it you're shooting the right one, just like Menford did.
Yeah, the one that has nobody right next to it.
You blast that one with a very mighty holy bolt. It'll go to Clark. The one on your right's been attacked so far, Clark. They are 5 feet up, so they are still adjacent. Can't hear if you're talking, Jester.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
I think Clark's at a 5 foot and just wail on the one that's already been attacked.
Give him a good stabbing.
alrighty.
Ooh.
You move on up, and with your first stab, that one falls to the floor.
Clark will direct the second one to the other one.
And that second one hits the other one as well.
Very nice.
As it goes to the Sun Falcons, I need everyone to give me a perception roll, please.
Perception?
Perception.
Look at that. Good all round. Don't fuck it up to me.
I want you to do a save.
Alrighty. Mentha and Crom, you're pretty much forced to drop whatever's in your hands as you cover up your ears, as you hear a very high screeching noise piercing through and almost piercing into your brain. The Sun Falcons, or the Sun Falcon, drops to the floor as it tries to roll around to cover its ears, but is unable to do so. Its body starts to break apart and engorge as if it's trying to mutate, but instead it explodes into a display of blood, viscera, and flames, covering the area and mostly Clark.
What?
It's... I guess Crom's just holding his ears. Are they bleeding at all?
It definitely hurt you, but the screeching has stopped. You may just have a ringing in your ears now.
It's hurt. It's got...
Clark, are you okay?
No? Yes? I don't know.
Did that part hurt you at all?
You're covered in blood and viscera, but aside from that...
No?
Someone pick up Twiggly. Ugh. So shake himself off. Did no one else hear that?
I heard it.
No, we heard it. It's just I don't know what that was. They've never made that sound before, right?
No, you didn't hear it.
I
Demir and
didn't
Clark
hear it
did
all.
not hear it. No, you didn't. Demir and Clark did not hear the noise at all.
Oh, okay.
When it's...
What?
Happened to you?
Jeez.
What's wrong?
Mentha, you heard that, right?
It was real loud.
Yeah, it's something
Like-
screeched.
Yeah.
And when it did, that thing started changing. I think it's her. I think it's the mother. She here somewhere, right?
Oh,
They said that.
That might be Crom. Are you alright? You and Minta?
What you saying, Mentha? What happened?
No, it's just didn't the first Falcon we fought also do the same thing? It's just kind of exploded.
Yeah, I think these
The
ain't.
first one burst into flames when it failed its transformation.
Yeah, and then we had the other one that pulled the metal out of our weapons and turned into an armored creature. Fuck, where is it? We ain't seen shit. Where is it? And he starts like pulling books out. Like you know when someone's looking for like just a where you pull a book and it comes out of a door frame. It's just throwing books behind him.
I'm gonna look for anything like that with my perception instead.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna look with perception and detect magic.
Yes, detect magic as well.
With intelligence of 8, I'm still gonna throw books.
No, I get it. I
Valid.
100% agree and get that.
What's Clark doing?
She's not really a book person, so she's sort of just standing in awe at this like galaxy display. Well,
Is that a design in the
This is-
carpet, or is that an actual like mobile display?
It's a mobile display. It's on top of a table.
this is something else. You know, definitely different from the normal trees and bushes I look at.
What do you mean? Just orbs and a weird spider web?
Is this
How is
our,
it doing it?
Is this our solar system, or is it anything like that that what we would know? You said something about like a galaxy, or
Depends how well read you fellows are.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Clark,
let me
not so much.
here's that one.
Out of character, Napaz, is this like original Pathfinder sayings where there are different planets within the material plane, or is this something? You could just say it's something different if it's something different.
There are different planets, yes.
That's all I need to know.
I mean, Demir's got a 14 intelligence, so maybe.
14 intelligence. What? Wait, is Demir the smartest person of our party?
Probably.
I
Well,
got
no,
15 intelligence.
Mental might be smarter.
I
Mentha,
got
what have
14
you got?
intelligence.
Oh
14.
shit. I see.
The two-
If you did want to have a knowledge, it'd be knowledge geography.
Not nature or history or religion.
Or any other knowledge than geography.
I don't know what you want to be knowledging for in that case.
I mean, geography is about the planet that we're on, right? Not the solar-
Geography is also used for astronomy.
Yeah.
At least
That's
Pathfinder knowledge.
Because there's no knowledge astronomy.
Yeah. There's no space knowledge. Space is just rolled in geography.
That's crazy.
It is a bit, but it is also what it is.
But them's the rules, man.
I mean, I get it. I know that. It's just, I mean, that just seems weird. Something does not compute there.
Would you like it to be dungeoneering? Because dungeoneering is for aberrations, and aberrations come from different planets.
Yeah, I've never understood that. I've never understood that. Like, you know what? That's a problem for another time.
We can fix Pathfinder some other day.
We can go back to that another time. Sorry, I think people were doing something. I'm going to hold to what I was going to say until then.
So Clark is just staring. Demir and Mentha are searching, and Crom is destroying the room.
No, he's pulling out books, but I think... are they searching for... Because I think Mentha rolled a check for geography to tell what these are.
Yeah,
Did they? Oh, yes, you did.
there
Sorry.
is a geography, but 14.
You know that this is a display of your galaxy.
I'm looking at Crom and I'm like, okay, he's doing the book thing. I'm just gonna try to start moving bookshelves and paintings and stuff like that, and see if I can find anything that moves like it might be. Like, I'm just gonna kind of brute force it as well. I'm not gonna
Well, it's your solar system,
Yeah.
not your galaxy, but same thing. Just
Yeah,
bigger. It's a solar system.
Cromwell
It's
move
almost
on
like
to-
Galaxy, but smaller scale.
Yeah, you get it.
to be fair, this is like 18 levels of education above what Crom has. I have no idea what's going on.
They're just a bunch of shiny balls. That's all you need to worry about.
Hold on. Oh shit, I keep forgetting I've got shit intelligence. Never mind.
You got wisdom.
Okay, so there's 3 levers, right? Total. 1, 2, 3.
No,
No?
that is a. It's not a lever
Yes.
to do with that. It's a
Okay.
It's not a horoscope. Why do I keep saying horoscope in my head?
Telescope?
It's a telescope, yes, with magical aura on the lens.
And
Shit, I wouldn't
on
know
the
that.
table will probably just rotate gears and stuff like that to rotate the planets.
Hold on, wait a second. Crom will walk over to this one and turn it like 1. Is there any way to turn it 1 increment?
Yeah, you turn
Yeah.
one increment, and the solar system display moves around.
Does this soul display move around?
No, that's
Okay, so-
a telescope. It has nothing to do with the table.
It had planets on it. I didn't know if it was linked. Leave me alone.
I'm just gonna start idly spinning it because I can't think of anything else. The one on this side.
Look,
You
what
start
about
to spin the display.
what about
Yep.
if we land? What about if we line them up? Is there any way to line them up?
I don't know.
Mintha, you know about what the fuck
Hmm?
these are, right? You said there was some kind of solar system.
Well, it's our solar system.
I'm gonna pretend I know what that
blue
is.
ball, that blue ball is where we are right now.
Crom just looks shocked.
Well, figuratively.
I mean, you already know that the brood mother comes from space, so.
Yeah, but I didn't know there were other planets.
The brood mother just comes from deep space, just made up of molecules over time.
You're talking to an intelligence 8, no knowledge character.
Once a month, when there's this extra bright star that's almost like green in the sky, when there's no moon out, that's that big planet.
So,
The wall over here is just getting chopped by Demir. I'm
Okay.
just smashing into this wall.
Cloak, you mind going to the side of this?
Sure.
Move your side for a second. Just turn that side. Does our side move at the same time?
I turn it.
You turn it, and the solar system display moves.
Does the lever on our side move at the same time? Like, are they linked together?
No. The left side is doing the x-axis, the right one is doing the y.
Right. Hear me out here. Mantha, you know anything about, like, planets being in the same line or some kind of... like... And he's trying to use his hands to show shapes, but he doesn't understand constellations, so he's just like... Not quite big fish out of his cardboard box, but it's close. The shapes mean things.
Well, I mean, I know about things aligning sometimes on the astral level, but I don't know if I would know if they actually mean something.
It's the same, there's no astrologian in the party.
Chloe, let's just fucking line them up. You're right to spin that side, I'll spin this side.
What? Oh, yeah, sure. Clock starts turning it.
Cromwell starts turning
Alright.
this side.
You turn the display so it lines up in a line and nothing happens.
Hold on. This room behind us, the books that are open. Y'all think it's something to do with that?
I don't know. I'm just getting frustrated.
Yeah. Right. We all take a bench. We all figure this thing out fast as we goddamn can. We deal with this ugly, scaly, extraplanetary son of a bitch and go home. Right?
There was something else.
As you look at the books, you're pretty sure they have no meaning to what's going on in the other room.
Just spins it across the room. Fuck! The hell are we supposed to do with this? We heard it, right?
We heard something.
Can I take a 20?
It's going to take you 20 minutes to do so.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot how long that takes. I thought it was like several minutes, but not that long.
It's 20 times the length of the actual check.
Ugh.
What is this?
It is a corkboard that has all of its contents torn off.
Okay, cool. So all the contents are gone, right?
Yes.
Nope. Doesn't matter. I was going to say, can I correlate where the pins were, but there's no way of knowing what was on them. That's a stupid question. Moving on.
Can I try to identify the spell on this?
Yes, you can.
Telescope. Someone says telescope.
Can I give you a hero point for this?
It's just my own hero point if
You
it's that
can. It'll
important.
be a +4.
How many have you got, Mantha?
I got 3.
Did you all fucking use them then? Alright, yeah.
I was going to, but we leveled up too fast.
Oh no! So many hero points! No!
You've seen my rolls with hero points, they're useless. I'm using a hero point to give myself +8 on this.
I'll give you a hero point to reroll it if you don't get it.
What are we rolling?
I'm rolling
Because-
spellgraph to identify this telescope because it's the only thing that's magical here.
Yeah, Napaz did say that these are different to that.
I will aid.
Clark, come on, let's get in here. Let's do our knowledge geography.
You think Clark has knowledge?
Good. So it's just total of +10 to this. Well, I added
Alright.
in. It is added in.
Alright.
Like,
You
I
pretty
rolled a
sure?
17.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking
You're
good.
pretty sure you didn't need it, as the
Yeah.
spell is Planetarium, which is a 2nd level spell, which basically just lets you view the night sky from wherever you are.
I'm gonna look through the telescope.
You see the very bright sky that is currently daytime, but you're looking into the space, so it doesn't matter too much. You look into the stars. It's rather
What's-
pretty.
What's the alignment on there? Like, what is the
Yeah, I was
planetary
gonna like,
alignment on
can
that?
I see planetary alignment and start fiddling with the planetarium to mimic what I see?
Sure, but you're pretty sure the telescope has nothing to do with anything here. It's just to look up at the night sky and possibly do research. It's not going to
I-
help you immediately.
I
Yeah.
spend both of my hero points for a hint.
I was about to do that, to be fair.
You can spend 1 hero point for it, sure.
Okay, I'll spend a hero point for a hint.
So I'm pretty sure it is a single hero point action for that anyway.
It is,
Not 2.
normally.
2 is, I think anything that is 2 is revival.
Anything else, 1.
Yeah, it's just inspiration is 1. Apparently I didn't copy it, there you go. So it's Demir spending a hero point just to be told answers.
Yes, it's already done.
Just a
Alrighty.
hint, like, what
The only hint I can give you, just tell you what it is. You know that there is a false wall to the north.
Oh, we just didn't see it. Fair enough.
You just didn't see it.
In a fit of rage, Demir just rushes at a different wall and axes it.
Yep, that was. I was expecting you to do that. I was expecting you to go around the whole thing and just axe it, but you just never did. You started on the south wall, so you're going to get there eventually.
So to be fair, I was looking at walls that were looking a little bit different. I didn't see any obvious difference in the lighting of that wall. The one in the
Good.
south looked obvious.
Yeah, because
I
Napaz
mean, it's
went for
because
fucking...
it's a curve, that's why.
You went for
Yeah.
Dark Souls rules. You're like, you know what? That one becomes an illusionary
Yeah.
wall over there.
Alrighty, Demir is able to break a part of the false wall as it leads into a small chamber. A rush of wind, or at least a rush of wind coming out of yours and into this one, reveals that there is a opened portal. A black abyss in the center. This is pulling in the atmosphere from where you are into it. However, as far as you can tell, it is not hostile or directly harming you, though it is leading to possibly a slightly different area than where you are now. You can easily tell it is a portal, it's not a black hole or anything. If you wish to identify it further, you could roll Spellcraft or Knowledge Arcana, but it's kind of plainly obvious what it is.
Can I
Just
grab...
It's a portal.
Alright.
You'll know it's a two-way portal, so that'll ease your mind a bit. Mentha is a two-way portal.
Alright, that's what we're looking for, I think. Sorry about that. I was getting a little mad.
Don't we know it? It's fine. I'm gonna grab Mentha on the way through if I can.
Grab as in just pick them up, or
You know what? Probably pick them up.
What
Not
is
in-
it
not
with
in a,
everybody
like-
picking up G's characters.
No, like not in a. It sounds weird, but like the size difference between them is he's not trying to hurt you. But he just picks you up to talk to you for a second before you go into the room.
But if you say you pick up Mentha, I'm just picturing that anime plop noise when you pick up a small thing. Also, Crom, your wind armor would have ended.
That's fine. Look, whatever's in there, you and the blonde one need to make it out. If this is going shit sideways, you leave me and Demir in there, alright?
can't do that. We're all getting out of there.
You gotta promise me. Alright, you can have the house, you can have all the shit at home.
Why do I have to promise you if you don't make me the same promise?
'Cause I'm bigger than you. And you're gonna listen this time. Alright?
Like a dad talking to his daughter.
Little bit. Mentha, you were there before all this. I need to know you and her gonna make it out alright.
If we're gonna make it out, so are you and Demir.
Yeah. We're gonna try. He'll put her down. He's not like grabbing her. It's more like a kind of a hold. Puts her down. Remember, if this goes sideways, you're my best friend. Just remember that.
You're mine, Crom.
What was that, sorry?
It's just kind of. I mean, it's fine if he doesn't quite hear it, but just mumbles quite. You're mine, Crom.
there's a little like tweak in his. It's hard to imagine how Vargs smile. It's just like a little pull. All right, let's get this shit over with. And jumps.
Is everyone stepping through the portal?
Yep.
Clark is very hesitant, but after seeing like maybe 1 or 2 people go through, she will as well.
Before they go, Mentha will like point out the fact that it is a 2-way portal, so that in theory there is a way back.
Clark suddenly feels a lot better now.
Just
Tom's
to make
gonna
it
jump
obvious to
in.
everyone.
As the characters step through the portal, they will have their bodies vibrate and almost just turn to liquids. Swirling around, you move around in a circular motion, going round and round as if you were in a roller coaster that doesn't exactly exist in this time frame. Spinning almost endlessly, you are hurtled through a black abyss as you can hear the distinct sound of wind whistling through this dark corridor. You are then circled onto the floor as your body reforms into its solid state, standing within a large chamber that didn't change the music.
The eternal struggle of FFd. Where the fuck am I? Oh my god, this is a massive map. Where am I? I actually can't see myself.
You should be able to.
I can't.
Have another.
I'll refresh, bear with me.
Refresh or drag yourself in, I don't know. As your feet land upon this worked stone flooring, you find yourself in a humongous church-like building. The ceiling raised to around 100 feet tall and slightly oval and dome-like. The floors, walls, and ceiling are painted a pristine blue, and it feels as if the colors are vibrating against the surface they are painted on. Golden etchings reach across the floor and walls, all pointing it towards the east. A large red carpet leading up to a short set of stairs that leads to the chamber ahead. Atop which you can see a slouched over dragon-like creature whose scales and skin shimmer and vorpal around, almost as if there are tiny galaxies swirling across its mass. Its limbs, tails, and wings have been spiked into the floor with humongous pythons that are chained to the nearby pillars, floor, and ceiling. As well as that, you can see that there are several pipes going into and out of the ceiling, several of them connected to machines above the dragon-like creature, mist kind of absorbing out of it. However, as you can tell, a lot of these pipes seemingly are inactive, possibly due to your interference with the tower towards the north. And as you enter into here, the creature kind of rotates its head across the floor towards you.
What in the blazes?
Where the fuck are we?
This don't smell right.
Smell right? Where the fuck's the dirt? Where's the trees?
Where's the
Where are we?
brood mother that's supposed to be all gross and aberration-y, not like a dragon?
Well, yeah, what about that fucking thing over there? What the hell is that?
I'm guessing when we freed up that troll, we turned off the problem.
Can we get a knowledge check on this thing?
Let's just go out.
You would have no idea what it is.
They
Is
even know if
anything going
dragons
on
talk.
with detect magic?
With detect magic or up, you can see that this entire building is magical. But you would need a check to identify what magic is currently surrounding this place.
As we're like walking
Try.
towards this thing, Clark will say like loudly enough that I'm sure the dragon can probably hear. Does anyone know if dragons talk? Do dragons talk? Can you talk to this thing?
I ain't never met a dragon.
Demir, you know that this entire building is currently under illusion spells, most likely to hide its presence.
Okay, but it's not hiding anything from us currently, since we're
You're on the
inside it.
you're on the inside, so it's going to be hiding anything looking into it from the outside. Aside from the building being magical, you can see that all the chains and pythons on this creature are magical as well.
Clark will sort of approach very slowly and like, hello?
As you speak towards the creature, you feel your head start to vibrate as a wave of voices go within your ears. Children of this planet, you come from separate wombs than those who have trapped me here. I beseech you, remove my shackles, chains, and dismembering tools.
Now, hold on just a minute. I know nothing about you. I don't know. Well, clearly you're a dragon, but I'm not just gonna release you.
Are you what they call the brood mother?
The ones who have been sired by others who come and experiment refer to me as such.
Oh, so you're the brood mother.
If you don't mind me asking, I've never seen or heard of a creature that resembles anything like you. What be you?
Your scientists did not translate my kind into your tongue. Although many called me brood mother, others called me a dragon from space, or a void dragon. You can call me that as well if you need an identifier.
What do you call yourself?
As you ask that, your head starts to hurt as a crisp enunciation of Z's and X's hurt your brain to listen to.
I don't think that translates to my language. Sorry.
I can remove many letters so that you may understand. You can call me Zurum Crystalzerum.
Is that a kind of like rock or something?
Where did you come from?
I fell to this planet several of your months ago.
And how did you end up here? In the planet, really, not here.
My planet was attacked by a galactic threat, and my kind retreated. With us came our cousins, the Adamant Spines. I did not expect to escape death, to be treated to imprisonment.
Yeah, this is not right. Not at all like that.
Sorry.
Do you have any idea of how to get you out of there? We don't want you to be in there anymore.
Sorry, what did I miss?
That thing is a void dragon who fell to this planet months ago.
Okay.
All you need do is remove my bindings.
We will try to do that.
We'll start approaching to take a closer look at the shackles.
Chrome, can you see if any of those keys will help us here?
The shackles and pythons are far larger than you are, Menfa, but they are magical. So you can roll large arcana or spellcraft to identify what magical auras they have. You know that all of the shackles and devices are being used to hold the Void Dragon are sapping away its power.
I'm gonna let everyone else speak first. I've got something in mind, but I've been talking too much. I'd like to let guys crack on.
Chrome, have you got the keys on you? Can you help us try to unlock them with those keys? They might work.
Cloud's got them.
Oh, Clark, I forgot he gave them to you. Would you try them? See if there's any of them that'll work.
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if you'd notice. Rather than Clark trying to unlock them, Clark's got to just chuck the keys to Demir. Here you go.
I will go through all of the keys and see if any of them fit any of these locks. And
Before you touch, Menta will warn you that they have magic that saps magic. I don't know if it's just directed towards her or if it's something that you need to be careful about.
Right, white glove time. I'll just put on a pair of medical leather gloves. And then I'll start trying to unlock these locks.
As you try to use the ring of keys, none of them seemingly have any relation to these shackles.
Well, that's not doing much. I don't think any of these keys work. I don't know if we're going to be able to break these chains. Are they just made out of steel or are they made out of something harder?
They are all made out of adamantine.
That's what I was afraid of.
Anything interesting on this table?
Anything across those tables are diagrams and descriptions of the creature.
There's some rooms to the north and south of us. And a throne or something like that off to the side over there with another room behind it.
Something tells me them rooms ain't really here. Did you tell us that this is under illusionary magic?
The outside is under illusionary magic, yes. That doesn't necessarily mean it. So we're inside of the illusion. We're not affected by it.
Okay.
I'm going to go look for anything that might help. I'm going to go hop up to the north door.
If you lack the means to remove the bindings, pull out the daggers that keep me.
I can do that. You guys mind if I say something? Or are you in the middle of full flow?
No, you go.
Yeah. Speak your mind.
Come on, kind of lean on his axe and say, darling, we've all had a very long period of days, weeks, hell, in your case, months maybe. We take these out. We gon' set you free. I got no ill will towards you. You might be feeling a fair bit of vengeance in your heart right now. Maybe so, maybe not. All I ask is there's a little village not far from here. They ain't target of your vengeance. I take these out with my friends here, and all I ask is you don't hurt them. Alright?
My sidelines do not look upon the south.
Well, in that case, and there's a little like grin to Crom's face. Hopefully, I'll see you in the north when the Khan Kingdom finally falls down. And he'll start pulling out the spikes.
Now that Crom actually has given us a little bit of a direction on something that we can do, I'll try to help with that as well.
Alrighty, roll me strengths.
Rock will give a hand.
How many would you like?
Just one from each.
I will hero point this.
But of course.
So that is with the hero point, just to clarify.
Mentha giving support.
Yeah, Clark's got 3 hero points. She's got to redo hers.
Yeah. I believe.
And try to aid someone. You wanna try
That's
to aid
better.
Demir, I guess.
You're aiding Demir by doing much
Fuck
better
you.
than
Good lord.
Demir's just like, I'll loosen that
I
one.
mean, Mentha knows they're a twig. They're not gonna have much strength to pull one up their own, right?
Surely Mentha's like, this is my time. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now.
Why is it always the non-strength characters that crit on a strength-based
Because
skill
when
check?
you have a negative modifier, it's funnier when you get a high result, right?
It's not. She's
You
not
can-
wrong. She's not.
Having bad stats with a skill or a stat ability or anything, if you have a bad modifier, it's always worth it to roll it if you're allowed to, because the outcome is always worth it. Whether it's a
Yeah.
bad outcome, it's just expected. If it's a good outcome, hell yeah, even better. Because it makes no sense, but it's great.
It depends how you use your strength. If you're thinking like, you have good smarts, you have like good engineering, you're thinking, if I pull it this way, this could be easier, rather than just like brute forcing it.
Alrighty. As the party comes together, they pull on the Platons as they pull one out of the creature after another. With each one that is pulled, a black ichor seeps out of the wounds, draining into the floor, before it starts to miscolor the blue floor to a dazzle of black and white dust. After 3 of the pythons are removed, the dragon starts to stand and pull out the chains, causing them to crash out of the pillars and the floor. Before long, it is able to do its own thing to set itself free, as it speaks in its own tongue, unknown to everyone, as the rest of its chains seem to melt away into dust and they just sweep away.
Does the creature look fairly healthy?
You have no clue. Its body is shifting in and out.
I'm gonna try to heal it anyways then.
How are you healing it?
Cure spell of my own MP.
Alright. You have no clue if it did anything.
Well, I hope that helped. It's the best I can do, really.
When I came to this planet, I would have conferred onto those who would offer me sanctuary and asylum a gift. My first interaction with your kinds did not paint this as a sanctuary, though I may confer onto you that bonus instead. You have a choice. I will grant you one of my scales imbued with my wisdom, or I may install within your bodies a portion of my power.
Do
Wow.
you get to know what either one of those means out of game?
You either get an artifact, or you get, or all of you get some power.
Crom will pick the power. I'll say that now. I'll put it in chat.
Clark will also pick the power.
Just to be different, Damir's gonna pick the artifact.
You get one or the other as a group.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh,
So
sorry,
if you want to vote for a scale, you can vote for a scale, but I think you're being outvoted right now.
oh yeah. If it's a vote, then yeah, I'll go.
I didn't know it was a
power.
vote. That's my bad. But I will vote for power.
I'm also up for power.
Yeah, that works.
Sorry to be.
For I grant unto you this power of mine, I shall warn you, if I am to no longer exist, so shall the power wane.
I take it that would be the same for your scale, correct?
No, my scale shall outlive me.
Well,
you best not die then.
you take care of yourself, Zaram.
We'll be putting this power to good use, I believe. The nation that's responsible for your imprisonment here is not exactly looked kindly on by us and ours.
I can assure you, the people that told and the people that said how to keep you here ain't gonna be around for too long.
The dragon flaps its wings as tiny portions of its galactic colors shimmer off and drop onto you. They melt into your skin as you feel your body's lighter and newfound power beneath the outside. As everyone gains a mythic level.
Ooh.
Concern in my eyes right now. Oh shit, right.
I have never done that before, so I have no idea what that entails.
Though, just to tell you now, unless you don't want to continue this, there's no real need to do it right this second because it's a lot of choices to make.
Yeah.
So just know you have a mythic level and you can apply it later. Or
I'm
not at
good.
all.
I'm good to leave that for now. I know we're going to potentially continue with these guys, but yeah.
The dragon then roars to the skies as Demir and Menfa can see that the illusion around this place shatters. The piles of coins and thrown to the east shimmer and dissipate, as well as all of the doors have large cracks appear across them. The portal to the west shimmers and the surrounding area cracks, though it stays active. I sense one of you has my offspring. I ask that it is returned to me, so that I can leave with my kin.
Of course. And he'll hold out the syringe.
You don't
Oh, I
have it.
thought
I
I
think
had it.
Demir has it.
Oh, does Demir have it? Sorry, I thought I had it. Far away, go on.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about it. I don't know if it's still alive, but I do have it, and I'll dig it through my bag, and I'll grab the syringe, and I'll wave it towards Zurum.
Wave it.
I'm like, well, I mean, they don't have hands. I'm not. I've never dealt with a dragon before. I don't know how they're gonna try to take it. So I just like hold my hand up and just like, here you go.
It left, right? I didn't know. To be fair, yeah.
The dragon utters a word, you don't know what it is. As the glass of the syringe shatters, the liquid falls to the floor, and the black parasite jumps from it and seems to meld with Zurum's wing.
Excuse me, may I ask a question before you go?
You may. I have all of eternity to do as I please. I can spare you moments.
There was a someone, I don't know who, but someone who was making those things, putting your young into them syringes. You wouldn't happen to know who that was, would you?
There are many researchers of your kind that did these things. I do not bemoan those with orders, only those who grant them. It is not the soldier who is in the wrong, it's the general who gives them. You're looking for Catsiel.
Was that cat as in K-A-T? Oh no, he's already preempted me. There we go.
That is the creature that ordered these things to occur, and upon seeing me in captivity, ordered my kin be taken from me.
Thank you. I'll make sure that's put to good use.
Good luck and safe travels, Zero.
Do you wish that I take you somewhere from here, or do you have business within these halls?
The faster I get out of these shit-streaked halls, the better, but that's up to y'all.
I could not get out of here fast enough. If I have the opportunity, I would gladly go with you. However, I would never presume to ask something like that, so I'm glad you offered.
You can't go too far. We need to get Mr. Biggs.
I can also take that creature that stands outside this building with you.
Well, you can pick up Biggs, then. Chloe? Let's go home.
Yes, please.
Lady, maybe best you drop us a little bit further out from the village. Look, I ain't gonna pretend that we're gonna put up a fight, but people may react in the wrong way.
I shall move you out of sight. The dragon then flaps its wings as your bodies are miniaturized into specks of matter, and you explode out of this area and into a part of the forest near Meta.
We're just like outside of Crom's house.
He must have an house. He lives in the forest.
Do I just
It's like a little hut.
land on top of Gibbs? Am I just pre-riding?
Sure. I mean, that. I kind of assumed you wanted to be next to Gibbs or on him, so.
Yeah, if Clark just like is ended up on top of Gibbs, she'll sort of just lay down on his back and just cuddle around his neck. Nothing beats being home. She sort of look behind her as well, just to see if Mr. Speckles is still in his cart.
Yes. Mr.
We know.
Speckles is still in the cart.
We never agreed to bring the cart with us, just...
Hey,
I think she knew.
no leaving Mrs. Speckles behind. Clark's very happy. She's just glad to be back.
Oh, let's get somewhere where we can take a nap at the very least and let old man Show know what's going on.
Y'all head on ahead. I'll be just a minute.
Do you need a hand with anything, Crom?
No, you go on.
as you make your way towards Meta, the ground underfoot starts to shake violently as if there was an earthquake. You then hear several large explosions towards the west, north, east, and the parts in between. Tall pillars of black and galactic colors go off into the sky, as you can feel several eruptions occur. At your best guess, they are at all the locations that the labs used to be.
That's a weight off my chest.
That feels good. Demir's just gonna head into town.
You head into a crazy town with people running about, scared about the earthquakes and explosions.
Actually, you know what? I think Demir's probably on the horse cart. Mentha, are you on the cart as well?
Yeah, probably. Depends on how far away we are. Like, if we're like right next to the village, then they would walk. But if it's like a more than an hour travel time or whatever, then they would be on the cart.
So how far away from the village do we start off at?
A couple 100 feet, enough that nobody would see you come in.
Yeah, the men would just walk that distance.
Are is the plate mail, is that in the cart too, or is that gonna be out of our group loot?
I'll say you can keep it.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
You all just stand in the entrance.
I'm going.
I was gonna hang back and just wait for Chrome. Be far away enough so he has it moment alone if he wants it, but just wait for him.
It won't take long.
Demir just goes into town, is like immediately trying to calm people down, and is like, everything's all right. Yeah, you're all safe. Everything's good. Don't worry. Gather everyone together, and we'll let everybody know what's going on all at the same time. No questions till everyone's here. Someone go get Mr. Shaw.
Roll me diplomacy.
That's not an option.
Just thinking that, I was like, Clark would have done it, but Demir apparently had it covered.
It's not bad.
There you go.
Had it covered.
Hey, for a -2, that's about as good as it can get.
That's pretty good.
The people running around notice Demir and Clark behind. I don't think they'll see Mentha in the back of the cart if she decided they were going to walk or not.
They would walk. They would be walking and just, again, like waiting for Chrome to get a minute for himself, so Menta would have waited for him to catch up.
The people look towards Demir as probably shouting this. A lot of their most immediate worries are put to bed. However, they are all very stricken faces and going indoors to hide. And they are not gathering like you asked.
Oh, that's just rude.
I mean, how else would you explain several pillars just going up in the air, exploding into void magic? Shit, if I didn't see what I just saw, I'd be terrified.
I'm gonna go get Old Man Shaw and see if he can get everyone together so we can let them all know what's going on, or if he wants to just take it in himself and let everybody know on their own time.
The beer lad. I take it the explosions off in the distance had something to do with your like.
Aye, everything's alright. I was trying to get the town together to let everyone know what's going on, but they just kind of scampered. Would you mind getting everyone together so that we can calmly and in an orderly manner let everyone know what's going on?
Well, it's one surprise after another, and one explosion after another. It might be best to give them a few seconds just to see that everything's settled and there's not going to be an aftershock. Want to make sure nobody's died like Elvira did.
Say what now?
Elvira, the lass you brought here, she complained about a screeching in her ears, and then she started to bubble, and then she just burst.
That's not good. That's sounds like something that happened to Crom and Minta earlier, but in a worse way. I didn't hear any sound. Clark didn't hear any sound. Did you hear it?
No, I heard nothing. I was wondering if she just had, I don't know, a bit of tinnitus going on, but I wish I could have done something to stop whatever happened to her.
Was she at least helpful while she was here?
She wasn't here for that long. She was talking with Chog about making some potions. They're planning on doing a herbalism run in the forest, but it's not happening now.
Alright, okay. Do you have like a... we'll wait about 20-30 minutes at least for things to calm down, and then we'll try to get everyone together in town. Do you want to hear the story before then, or do you want to just wait and listen with everyone else?
It might be a bit of plan if you're telling me, just in case there's anything we don't want the general public to know or that would cause ruckus. Especially if you have any dealings with those explosions.
Good thinking, Shoth. That's why you were always the leader.
You seem to be missing two of yours. You
Oh,
say
no.
they heard the screech.
Yeah, they heard it, but they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just, Crom said he had something to do before he came in town, and I think Minta's waiting on him. They'll be here shortly.
Okay then. Well, call them over when you're ready, unless you just want to tell me and they don't have anything to add.
I think Clark and I got enough information between us that we could let you know until they get here. I think they'll figure out where to find us if they need to.
Well, alright then, let's pop into my hut, I guess.
Alright.
So, what's the news? I'm hoping those explosions mark the end of your investigation.
Right,
You
that
are.
they do. Do you want us to actually give him a rundown, or do you want to just kind of like...
Is there anything you don't want to tell him?
No, I figure I would be willing to tell him everything about what happened. And as close to the order that it happened to us as possible. Really, he knows everything already up till we just left to go this last time, right? Because we told him everything else.
Pretty much.
So just everything new that's happened, we can tell him. Unless Clark wants to say something different, or no?
I mean, are we mentioning about the whole thing about the dragon?
I was gonna. That explains all of the explosions.
Yeah. No, I'm happy.
You spend a few minutes explaining the situation to Chen Shou, and you can see a wave of different emotions go over his face as you get to different points. Well, you're all grown individuals, so I can't punish or talk down to any decisions you made. You've made your decisions, and if that's the bed you want to be lying in, it's up to you. Can't say I would have done the same things as you lot did, but... well, I suppose that mark is just something that's gotta come through from your actions. Clark,
What do you mean? What will we be punished for, Shoal?
I would tell you, if I was still running my mercenary gang, we would not be killing unarmed people. Especially not prisoners.
Even devils?
You should know the saying, Demir. If angels can fall, devils can ascend.
I get what you're saying. I couldn't let Clark and Kron come to any harm because of decisions we made.
And that is fine. As long as you're also accepting that any harm that could have befallen them from you allowing the devil to leave, you also got to say that you're fine that since the devil is dead, they can't do you any good. It's always nice to have an insider on the other side. If it comes to a knife at your friend's neck, having someone say no is always a better place than having nothing there.
Can we head to shows at this point, or are we done?
Well, they've been speaking for a few minutes. Depends how long you want to be sulking outside. You can go in there now if you want.
About now, if Mantha's up for it.
Yeah.
Give me a minute as I close my windows. Get too cold in my room. I'll just put you onto the map. Able to have joined us just as we're getting to my side of the debrief.
Very well.
Yeah.
What did Memphis say?
Sorry, we're late.
I'm sure you're not letting it to be processing after what Demir's been telling me. You've got quite a few weights upon those little shoulders.
We do what we need to, Gensho.
I think like most of the weight's on the big shoulders back there anyways. I may not have mentioned it, but all of the offenses in that regard that you were talking about earlier,
Oh man.
Cole took them on his own shoulders to spare the rest of us.
I think you'll find that Demir, be it inaction or action, as long as you had the ability to do something, whatever outcome, it's on you.
No, that's where you're wrong, Gensho.
No, he's right.
He's not.
I could have acted and I didn't.
Let's be honest, Demir. How would you stop me, exactly?
I could have healed them when you weren't looking.
Yeah, you could have. That didn't exactly go down so well.
Actually, I don't think I could have. I didn't have any MP at that time.
Gensho,
I had
A point.
once, but
what I would say is, Claude, Demir, and Mentha didn't kill any unarmed combatants. They didn't hurt anyone. Well, no. They hurt some people that needed hurting, but We didn't kill anyone that didn't need killing. Alright?
It's not alright when you want to be putting those memories in their heads.
Well,
And it seems like this is your first outing if it's to be killing anyone you see. You may have bloodied your fangs, but you've bloodied their minds with the images of what you've done and what you let them let you do.
well, they can be happy to know that I did it on my own. Alright? Show? They ain't
No.
got shit on their conscience.
You know,
I told them
You
to do
don't
it.
get to decide that, lad. They get to decide it when they can't sleep at night, seeing you covered in the blood of people they could have saved.
Well, they can come after me then, huh? I can be the monster you always thought I was.
Clark's gonna
Never
sort of
thought
turn
you're a monster
around.
to this point, but
Clark's
the way
gonna
you're
sort of,
talking, the way you're acting, don't know if I can trust you anywhere near this village.
Clark's
Sorry,
gonna sort of turn around and like
Hold on.
grab Crom up by sort of the tuft of his neck and say, "Now you listen. We had every part of it than you did. What Demir and Chenshel said is right. We could have stopped you at any point. I could have easily stood in the way of your axe and you could have easily cut me down. That could have been my way to stop you. We equally all had a chance at stopping you. Stop taking it all on yourself."
And so, hold on. I understand that you might not think he's as trustworthy now, but everything that Crom did, misguided as it might have been, was for the good of the village and everyone in it.
The mayor?
It is not for the good of the village when you're speaking of the mark of the traitor landed on one of our villagers. You may think
Look.
it's just her in danger, but she has a family, and through his axe landing on someone's back, she's now gonna be endangering everybody here.
Fine.
Clark sort of like, as he's still grabbing onto Crom, sort of push away from him and sort of just storms out with a very loud thud. Opens the door and slams it behind her.
Wait! And I guess you probably slammed it before then.
She's gone.
Thanks, Chancho. I was trying to make this all on me. But you gotta fuck it up again. And then I'll just leave. Oh no, I ain't coming back. I'll stay outside. You can keep your village. But I'll do what I need to do to keep the people here safe. If you're too scared to do it yourself.
Is Demir doing anything so close to Gensho?
I was just trying to talk to him up a little closer. I wasn't like trying to be intimidating or anything like that.
Okay.
Oh, that could have gone better.
Every road has a fork in it, and this one's certainly fucked up. You have my thanks for sorting this whole situation out. The vampires have cured every one of their illnesses. You've definitely made sure the researchers aren't coming back, and at least if they are, we'll know they're coming now. But, as I said before the two stormed out, I do not want Crom anywhere near the village. If his mind is so far gone down that way, it's gonna take him time to get out. And from what he's been saying, he wants to stay there. You can leave the bloody path and leave it behind well far enough. You know there's enough, Demir. I did it. But I don't want that axe here. And sad to say, he's also put that pox on your friend Clark. It's not in my wishes to do so, but I have to think of the chief first before thinking as a friend. And you'll have to pass on the message that Clark will have to leave.
I understand.
Patrick, where are your lighter shoes? Oh. You might have to wear your
I
brown
still
boots
think
soon.
that I can help him, and I feel like it's my duty to do so, to try to get him back on the path of redemption and not murder. As you know from our tales of what's been going on, I've tried to rehabilitate as many people as possible that weren't a threat to us. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna try to help him.
Oh, there's your other shoe. Hurry up, get him on.
It's fine, Jameer. I know you still got plenty of good in your hearts, and plenty of good in your head. And I wish you well with any of your endeavors. It's not exactly the best time to be congratulating and awarding. I'll send Muglet after you at some point with your reward. It's probably a bit, buffering needs doing to it for what you've been doing. But you'll see yourself rewarded for what you've done. And for what you've done, stopped this plague. Don't see this as a reward for doing what you did to the people.
I don't. I know that we could have done better, but I feel like we definitely did lots of good.
There's many things I can say on that point, but it's all in the future. We'll see what comes out of it. But at least you can say heartily and without regrets that the village will prosper.
I hope so, Sho.
And you,
Mentha,
Mentha,
Yeah.
I know the way you talk, and I know the way you walk. You're not the same as when you first came here. Mentha. I hope whatever path you're going down gets to have a starry sky and a burning sun there, and that you can forget what you've seen.
I mean, you were right when you said that we and everyone else want to be all part of that together, so I don't know if that's really possible anymore. And I don't like seeing Chrome go down this path any more than you do. I couldn't do anything earlier when he was doing it, but I think I want to stick with him too, and Clark.
Mentha, you're a sweet young little one. I still think that you've got lots of purity in you, and I can try to help you if you come with us, but I also am not going to ask you to come with us because we've got a long road ahead of us of recovery, and just, I think, more bad things to come. So if you don't want to come with us, I'm not gonna hold it against you. But if you want to come with us, I'd be glad to have you along as well.
I do want to come. Crum is my oldest friend outside my home garden. I think what he also needs is a familiar face to be with him. I know he knows Miss Clark pretty well, but it's a little different. And I know you're a good man, Mr. Demir, but we also have known you, like, since this thing started.
Was that a week ago now? It seems like longer.
It's been 19 days.
Oh, that is
Going on
longer
to
than I
20.
thought. Couple of weeks feel like months. All right. So, unless you've got us right now, I think the best thing for us all to do would be to head out of town and sort ourselves out before we leave.
Aye. Sorry it ain't any sort of warrior or hero's welcome you're receiving. But I think I'll sort out what to tell the village folk. I'll leave what the Dimi's messages out of it. And just say all about the plague itself.
Oh, that's your prerogative, Show. I had something that I was gonna say. It just completely shot out of my mind. I don't know where it went.
Well, the important thing is that the plague's gone and the village can resume hunting. Everything else is, well, pretty much just on us.
If I'm still welcome here, you can always send a letter if you need help in the future. I'll come back as quick as I can.
If I feel the need to have the aid of a friend, a letter will come your way.
Alright. Menta, you ready to head on out?
Yeah, I think so.
I will go out the front door and I'll cast Mount twice to get us a couple of chocobos and we'll start heading after our friends. I'm sure there's fresh hoof prints leading away.
You clamper after your friends, with Clark galloping off into the distance and getting around to the lake.
Looks like Crumb was falling behind. If we catch up to him, I'll summon a chocobo for him as well.
I think Clark's just going, right? Is Clark just like going?
She's literally like, you could probably see where she's gone. Like, you can probably follow the cart tracks because, well, it's the
I could probably, I could
it's still
track him,
attached to the
but
car,
at the very
yeah.
least, yeah. Well, actually, I think you would probably leave the cart. Like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't you get it from the farmers?
Yeah. But
Yes, you did.
So you probably
whether
leave it
I
there.
actually had enough time to take it off or not is a good question.
Yeah, that's probably not a no.
Yeah. If you're at 40, I can keep up as best I can, but like I can run that. It would just depend on Constitution, I guess, because I'd be like full sprinting for a long time. So I'd probably fall behind at some point. If I see Demir and Mentha turning up, I will say to them, catch up with her, stop her. Stop her doing something fucking stupid.
Menta, you go ahead, I'll get him another bird.
No, go get her now. I'll catch up. Help her now.
It takes 6 seconds and then...
I don't give a fuck. 6 seconds could be the amount of times it takes her to jump off a cliff. Go and help her now. She needs to be quite a bit in front of me, in general.
I casted a burb for you as well. Which I believe I can do from Chocobo back.
Cast double check.
It needs a concentration, but yeah, sure, go ahead. You just take 10, you're not in combat.
fine. I'll jump on it if he makes a point of doing it.
Like, I don't even stop or anything like that. I just look behind and cast. And then there's a chocobo in front of me.
Alright.
Clark, are you doing alright?
Of course, she ain't doing it. Fine.
Me? No, I'm alright. Just came for a bit of fresh air. Think it's just all a bit too much, and it all came out at the same time. It's just I'm alright.
And Lola just without saying anything woke up and hugged her leg.
Oh.
And Demir is gonna walk up like 90% of the way and just like open his arms to like offer.
She will, just go for the hug. And then as she's like going for the hug, she'll sort of look over. Well, Demir's shorter than her, so look over his head and just sort of see Crom standing there. And like pats off Mentha and Demir to let go.
I belong to.
Clark will then run up and grab onto Crom. You're a fucking idiot. Do you know that?
I do. It'll grab her, like, it's an embrace.
Demir does the same thing as before and walks up and opens his arms for Crom.
Man, you stupid, good-minded son of a bitch.
Stop taking everything on yourself. We were all there. We may
You
not
don't
have done it, but we were there. Stop beating yourself up.
You played that right.
You beating yourself up is just damn right killing me.
He'll pick up
When
Mentha
we-
because I assume she's got
Yeah.
the kind of like appease just hands.
I mean, basically, they would have just also like a little bit after Demir also walked up and just, without saying anything, just hugged now Crom's leg.
Just stop taking it on yourself. I miss the old you. I miss the pranks, the fun, the laughs. I hate this new you. I want you to stop it.
Crom will take a
Right
minute.
now.
Yeah. I miss it too. You still ain't seen that spot I put in your hair a while ago, have you?
The what? That's what I want.
I set my bucket down, I cast Create Water, and I just dump it on Crom.
Clark will stand back before you do that. She does not get wet.
Yeah, Crom will try and like hold her away from.
Oh, come back. You get one.
I
Oh,
think
where's
someone's
Speckles?
feeling
There's Speckles in
left out
it.
there.
Look, we done now. Alright? They safe. Chen can talk all that shit about the moral high ground. And hell, he might be right. But we did what we need to do. And shit, I forced you into a lot of it. Alright? It ain't on your conscience for that. The Khan Kingdom? All that shit. Alright, you don't need to think about it. I did that.
Shit, that
Still doing it.
shit doesn't matter. What we did is
Look-
we quest out to stop the plague from killing the village. We did that. We may have not done some of the correct choices or some of the good choices, but we've saved the village now. The plague is gone. I know we spoke before about joining that war and destroying the Klein Kingdom, but we don't need to do that. We did our quests. We can just live out our life now.
There
When-
may be a bit
when-
of an issue with that.
Yeah, when Clark says that, it'll kind of like it'll hug her like a little bit tighter and then just pop her away.
What do you mean there's a problem, Demir?
Because the Khan Kingdom ain't gonna stop.
And not only that, but you and Chrome aren't really allowed back in the village anymore.
Clark will stand back and just shout like, "What? What do you mean I'm not allowed back?
Fucking
That's my home."
Show thinks that you're a danger to your family and the rest of the villagers because of that stupid traitor's mark.
oh great, so Chencho's now god of all Mantha, huh? Fuck.
Clark will just take a glance at Mr. Gibbs and take a deep breath.
Don't you go nowhere.
No, I'm not going nowhere. Just take this one step at a time. This was the issue we had. We immediately just grew anger, and that hastened our actions. Demir has already said it. We can get rid of this traitor mark on me. We just need to find someone, or he needs to gain the experience to be able to do it on me. We can
Good.
go back. We just need to take this slow. What Chencho wants is no hasty decisions.
But Chencho can get fucked, frankly, but I get what you're saying.
One way or another, Clark, I promise we're going to get that mark off of you. It's not going to be forever, but for now it is an issue. And Chrome, I love you like a brother, and I'm going to try to help you through this dark time that you're having. And I know that you're upset right now, but hopefully one day you'll be able to see that people are just trying to do the best for everyone that they can. And maybe I'll be able to get you both back in your village to live out your days there once again if you choose to. But for now, I believe me and Mintha can probably go back and do a little bit of shopping if they've got anything for food or whatnot. And I think it's best we head out for somewhere right now and find a place to bed down.
Clark will look over the party and sort of look towards Mentha and will just suddenly start screeching out in pain of her thigh like, Demir, my thigh hurts. Could you come over here and just check it out? Just right over here. Come on. Just right over.
What's wrong?
No, don't worry.
what?
Nothing. Demir can sort it. Don't worry. I'm fine. Just come.
But
Just
last I'm
stay-
trying to check it out, but you keep moving away.
I'm fine. I just think they need some time. Mentha's got a lot bottled up, and I think she's not going to say anything if we're around. So just, I don't know. Tell me to hop on Mr. Gibbs and say we're going to go to the village or something, or near the village, or somewhere to just help me out.
I mean, we can just go look for somewhere like to camp, if that's what you want.
Yeah,
Just,
that'll do. We'll scout around and just gives them a chance to talk.
Alright, give me a second. Right, she's fine. We're just gonna go find somewhere to camp. If you guys want to go search for food together or something like that so that we can eat tonight. I don't think we've got many rations left.
Alright, well, as long as she's okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
I know that we've taken care of most of the problem, but stick together, would you?
Always will.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Just sudden pain, growing pains, all that business. We were me out.
Mm.
And I'll go hop on my chocobo and take off with Mr. Gibbs and Clark, and I'll leave the other two chocobos to stay near Crom and Mentha, but we'll take off for now.
So, what's... You know what? You tell me, Twiglet.
They already said a lot of what I was thinking too. Miss Clark's right, you don't have to take this all on yourself. Not should you? We were all there.
So what's the point in taking the blame, Twiglet?
Not about taking the blame, it's about, well, sharing it, if anything.
Someone gotta take responsibility, right?
Someone or all of us, because we were all there.
You better than this. You, especially. Blondie over there and Stumpy. They're fine. They're good people, and they'll be better off without this on their shoulders.
And
That's
so are
the
you.
point.
You are a good person too.
Am I?
So, you are. I know you are. I know you can be.
Maybe.
So why is it fair for you to take all the blame if we're not allowed to take it?
Because I've had this on my conscience before, and it wasn't like this. But y'all don't need that. Alright?
So just because you're older, you're allowed to be more miserable than the rest of us?
Yes, I'm allowed to be more miserable than you. You got your whole damn life ahead of you, and so have them, and Demir's old as shit anyway, you don't matter.
Sorry.
Well, he's not old as shit. My point is, he has a longer life than you. You have a lot to live for. So does she, so does him. Right?
And so do you.
And when I found you in that forest, do you think I wanted this for you?
Well, don't always get what you want out of life.
Yeah. Suppose you don't, huh?
That's just it. Just have to take what you're given and go with it. I don't really know what to do with it yet, but I'm learning.
Why have to make so much sense, Twiglet? Why couldn't you just throw insults at me and be angry and
Do
go
you
away?
want me to be angry with you?
He'll sort of look down the cliff. No.
What would that change if I was angry with you? We can't change how things went down, but we can learn from it, and especially if we go after Kane or whatever we do next, we can think about what happened and do better next time. All of us.
Yeah. Suppose you're right. He'll pick up, like, his belongings. Come on then. But you gotta promise me, going forward, you gotta speak up. Right? I might make some stupid decisions. I might even talk to Clog and convince her into them. And here, Demir's gonna be Demir. You know that, right? Saint Beard over there, he's always gonna see the good of people. Or things, or shit. Anything with a body. You gotta speak up. Alright?
I'll try.
If it makes you, well, I can help you hear better. And Crumb will pick Mantha up, like, and hold him above his head. This way, everybody hear you. Come on.
This is kind of panics and like, flies around.
What are you doing?
Come on. Yell what you want to yell. No one gonna hear you. Come on.
I'll just freeze up and not say anything.
Come on. What you afraid of? What you scared about? What you want to do?
I don't know.
Just scream it. Come on. Who gonna hear you? The me and the sea.
I just want to be with my friends.
Louder.
I would, but it's kind of late.
Well, in text. Louder.
And I will scream what they said, but louder.
Come on. Let's be with your friends.
I want everyone to get along.
We will do our best. Now, come on. You're either your friends, right? That's not your friend. And he'll sort of like hold on to her and try and lead her towards where Clark and Demir went.
We do have to get them some food, they don't starve.
Fuck, yeah, true.
Clark may be 100, but she's not really good at tracking, is she?
Clark's 100? Oh, a hunter. Yeah, she... Clark's more the school of the / stab hunter rather than the tracker hunter.
Well, yeah, she's good at catching it, but it's a little bit assistant with the tracking part. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, she's good at the killing part. Just the rest of the hunt she needs to do first. We'll try and catch up to Demir and Clark.
I can imagine Clark's just getting like a shiver. Like those ones where you feel like someone's talking about you.
Sneezes in the background.
Yeah.
Demir's like, is that a symptom? You're like, no, just something happened.
Well, I think we found a pretty good campsite right up here. If you guys want to finish getting us some food, that would be great. If we want to return anything to the town or buy anything from the town, let us know, and I'll take off and go and get that done for us.
We still need to return the card, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, or pay for it, one of the two.
Might be best to give it off. We ain't gonna need shit from it now. We going up north. Likely. Unless there's something else you think of. We going into a wild zone. We'll be faster than anything.
So has the party decided that they're heading northways? But is it a decision to try and get Clark cured of her mark, or is it for Crom to continue his rampage against Kine?
Personally, I'd rather fix Clark.
Yeah, that was my objective.
Yeah, I mean, the answer is yes to both, but that's definitely more important to us.
Main
Murder,
quest.
yes, friend.
Yeah,
main quest
quest.
clear Clark, side quest deal with Kane? Question mark.
The
The
party.
question is,
Do we want the good
Well-
ending or the bad ending?
when do I multicast into Berserker? That's all I need to know.
I feel like we locked out of the good ending.
No,
Some of you are definitely in a bad ending.
we're on the redemption arc, alright? Not everyone, but some of you.
Gensher did say you can try and find the light at the end of the path.
That's the aim.
Even though I'm pretty sure Crom has a bit of a side path where he kills Gensho instead.
Don't give him thoughts.
Oh, God.
So, the party decides to band together for at least one more trek, as they, some of them may have had a more heavier hand than the others, though you all had the ability to possibly stop it, though you could never see the future, to get rid of the mark placed on their friend, which means they can no longer go home. With the inkling that you could use a Basuna spell or some similar 9th level spell, the real place is to go north, as the south is mostly peaceful, and who's going to find someone so powerful down here? The party gather up their resources, shine their clothes off their blood and viscera, and with a cart now returned, make a more bumpy ride northwards. And if none of the characters have anything else left to say in character, we will end the session and the campaign there.
Hmm.
I think that's it.
Nothing springs to mind that's not going to take a while, so yeah, should be good.
Yeah, we definitely need to get some supplies and such. So that's a whole other thing now.
That'll be a behind-the-scenes affair.
I don't know about having affairs.
To me, it has an affair. What?
I mean, you might find a fair up north. See if they get some
Ooh,
roller coasters.
Fair.
New story or arc unlocked.
To me, is bastard child.